My dearest student, I am so happy that you have been my student. So let's dive in. Time is really precious and I know you would love to get into the topic fast. So just please be sure that you download your Udemy app into your mobile for Apple or for Android. But the most important, in the next video, you can follow up my resources, and it's so fantastic Google Drive resources with so many templates, listenings, PDF guides, so please use it as a bonus. But right now let's talk about the organization. So first of all, every topic it's extremely in-depth explained. But I know that your time is very, very precious. So what we do, we will give you all the most important in the 5 hours. And of course, if you want to study more, enjoy more, please. But we start with really in-depth, animated, fantastic video about search engine optimization. So everything modern strategies about search engine optimization you will understand in 1 hour. And there is all this modern like visual search, voice search, all is covered. And then we go really deep. We explain you local search engine optimization and go to copywriting checklist, and then you will love so much our new animated video about creating all content for search engine optimization and for social media and for outreach and for backlinks. You will love it so much. And I'm so happy. And then of course, if you like, you can dive more into all topics. You can create magnificent websites. You can understand Google Search Console. You can go really deep. But right now, let's enjoy it. Welcome and get ready. You are the best student. You will reach magnificent success. So happy to welcome you to the course. Just please, if you have been using Google, download Udemy app for Google. It has been fantastic. And especially for Apple, it has been fantastic app. Be sure to download it and use it because people love to use it very much. Please be sure to use our resources. We have been updating it nearly every week. There's been many great resources, templates. For example, all the templates for our social media, backlinks outreach, building your blog, creating the content. There has been so many great resources, including listening, so please enjoy it. Please join our group. Please share your feedback. I am so happy when my students are happy and when they reach success. So I love reading your success and I love when you reach success. And then of course, enjoy the Udemy app. You can easily navigate just up and down. You can easily download or open the resources. You can also search in the questions. There are so many great questions, answers. I think it's hundreds, and it's growing. You can ask questions also. You can easily use play. You can go back. You can go ahead. You can change the playback rate. So some people like going faster. You can add a note, so you can quickly write a note if you need, especially it's connected to video and time. You can adjust your sound. You can show the transcript that I love very much. You can change your captions. I'm trying my best to build up captions in as many languages as possible.
You can, in settings, sometimes you can increase the quality of the video if it gets blurred. And of course you can go full screen or you can go expanded view. And I'm so happy to welcome you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm sure you will love this course very much. And as other students, you will be sharing that you are doing great, you are really happy, and I'm so happy to welcome you in this course.
Search engine optimization. Like, people always think that it's a mystery or it's impossible to use it for your benefit. So please understand, search engine optimization is simply a process. It's a process you can fully understand. It's a process you can fully manage. It's something you can do yourself. It's no mystery, it's no secret, and you don't need anything, just a logic. So please understand, when you go for search engine optimization and also social media optimization, you just understand how is working the process of understanding what content to create. So you create keywords, you proceed the keywords research, you create a content, you organize the content, and you create the website. The same you do with your social media, with Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, and then of course you create all the content and you get the backlinks. You get the backlinks and you use different strategies that I am giving to you to get backlinks, like from Wikipedia and from highly authoritative websites. And then of course you use the power for e-commerce, and also you can use it for local search engine optimization. So I give you step-by-step guide. And of course you have to use Google My Business, Google Maps, Google Listings, no matter how you call it. It's so powerful. I am also giving it to you so you can use it and you can get many clients. It can greatly boost all your search engine optimization. But we are not going to concentrate just on the search engine optimization, but also on social media optimization. How you can optimize your Facebook business page. How can you use Facebook, LinkedIn, Pinterest, YouTube for backlinks. How you can use the power of social media, power of sharing, and how you can all connect it together. So basically you use the traditional search engine optimization and the modern social media optimization, and you unite it into one great solution. So please enjoy it, please use it, and be happy and be successful.
Welcome to SEO for Beginners, your comprehensive guide. Hello, dear student, and welcome to our Master Guide to SEO for Complete Beginners, an essential overview of the most important information you need to know about SEO. In this video, you'll learn what SEO is and why it's important, as well as the different aspects you'll need to cover to improve your SEO approach, so you can get more traffic and score highly in Google search. All you need to do is be willing to learn and put in practice the knowledge and strategies we share. You don't need any prior experience with SEO, as this guide has been designed to take you through all the most crucial points you need to know, with no previous experience needed. With newfound SEO knowledge you'll learn from this video, you'll be able to start improving many aspects of your SEO strategy. You'll understand how search engines rank your website and what things you need to tweak to give your site the best chance in search. You'll understand important ranking factors like page loading speed and how to check it, and the crucial importance of getting backlinks. You'll also discover why sending the right user signals is important if you want your pages to rank for keywords in Google search. You'll learn how to choose the best keywords for your topic and how to create high-performing content that does well in search, as well as so much more. Basically, you'll learn all the most important things you need to know as a complete novice. Even if you're not a total beginner with SEO, we guarantee you'll find this video helpful, as we always bring you the latest, unique strategies created to help you win in today's digital environment. We know you can achieve great things with the knowledge we will share with you in this video, and we know you can see amazing results if you're prepared to put in just a little time and effort. Ready to get started? Let's jump in and begin by looking at what SEO is. SEO in a nutshell. Search engine optimization, SEO, is the process of attracting specific types of traffic to a website or page from a search engine's result page. SEO includes content creation and optimization, obtaining backlinks, optimizing for voice search and keywords. It also includes more technical aspects such as improving your page speed, image load, and site architecture, so search engines can more easily crawl your site. The three most important things you should aim to do if you want to improve your search engine ranking should be: 1. Make sure your site is easy to access and crawl. 2. Have high-quality content that includes relevant keywords. 3. Get as many backlinks from high-authority sites as you can. In this video, you'll learn how to achieve these three things, and you'll also learn all the essential information you need to know to have a good grounding in SEO. Remember, the aim of SEO is to boost a website's position in organic search. Organic search differs from paid search results, as with organic search you cannot spend money to rank well. Paid results typically appear first at the top of Google, but the downside is people can see they're paid for ads, as the word ad will appear in front of the link to the website. Organic results are far more trusted, and one of the best things about scoring highly in organic search is it doesn't have to cost you anything. Inside the search engines. You might be wondering how search engines decide what websites to show to searchers when they display their list of results. When someone enters a search term into a search engine like Google, the search engine will use an algorithm to analyze, find, and then display what it considers is the most relevant set of results. To do this, the search engine scans its index of millions and millions of websites to compare them so it can bring back the best answer. It does this instantly, displaying the top 10 or so in list format to searchers. If searchers don't like the first 10 results, they can click through to the second page or even the third. Most people never do this, however, so it's important to get on the first page of search engine listings, and preferably into the first 1 to 3 positions. So how do search engines decide what web pages are the most relevant result for searchers? Every search engine uses a different algorithm, so the answer varies. But now let's focus on Google, since it's by far the most popular. Google doesn't make all the factors it uses to decide search positions clear, but there are some factors that are widely known to influence Google ranking. Relevancy. When people search, they're usually seeking information on a specific topic, so Google looks for pages that appear to host the most relevant content for that search term. If you were looking for healthy food, for example, you'd be disappointed if a search engine gave you a list of results on garages. Google crawls websites to spot pages that seem to be a close match for the keyword a searcher has used. The thing is, there are thousands, if not millions, of pages that might be relevant for most of the keywords people search for, and Google can't show them all. If you were to search the term banana smoothie, for example, you'd get 56 million results. To sort out what results to show on the first page, then the second page, and so on, Google's algorithm looks at two other factors: authority and usefulness. Authority. Google decides whether the content it crawls is trustworthy and relevant to what searchers are looking for. To assign an authority ranking, Google weighs up how many backlinks from trusted sites a web page has managed to obtain. The more trusted backlinks from relevant sites, the higher any web page will rank in Google's authority rankings. Keep watching, as later in this video we'll be teaching you how to get more high-quality backlinks. Usefulness. Even if Google gives your content a high authority and relevance value, it will still need to look at its usefulness before it ranks in its search. If Google doesn't think your content is useful, it won't score you highly. Google has even stated that it assesses content for both quality and usefulness. So, what would be an example of content that Google might view as useful? A web page with content that is well organized, that uses clear language and makes use of subheaders to break up large text chunks. It would get a high usefulness score from Google. Even if that page didn't have many quality backlinks, it would still do well in Google search results. The reason this sort of page receives a ranking boost is because Google measures how useful a page is based on how users interact with it. This is known as user experience signals. A page that is well organized, well structured, and clear makes it more likely that when users click through, they'll have a positive experience and stay for longer. In this video, we'll be teaching you some of the most important user experience signals Google looks for and how you can optimize your content and website to score higher in this area. Remember, spend time creating well-structured, quality content that people enjoy interacting with, so you boost your user experience signal rating. When Google crawls its index of sites, it measures user experience signals to try to discover the websites people love. It then prioritizes the sites that offer the best user experience in its rankings, making user experience signals an extremely important factor to focus on. What does SEO do for your website? If you have a website, applying SEO techniques will help your site score highly in search results. You'll need to use a strategy designed to help you rank well on the search engine you want to score highly in, as each one has different requirements. In this video, we'll be mostly focusing on Google, though many of the things we mention here may well apply to other search engines like Bing. Your aim with any SEO strategy is to get a search engine to notice your site and judge it as the best possible result whenever a person searches for a topic in your niche. To get on the first page of Google, your website needs to score highly on many ranking factors within Google's algorithm. There are currently more than 200 Google ranking factors, including relevancy, loading speed, keywords, authority, usefulness, account authority, and more. Organic and paid search results. Google has two different categories of search results that it displays: paid and organic. There's a big difference in the way these two types of results are ranked. With organic search results, there are many more ranking factors that you'll need to consider if you want to perform well in search. When it comes to paid results, advertisers are ranked according to the amount they'll pay a single visitor sent to them through Google's pay-per-click ads network. The more they're willing to pay, the higher they will rank. It's as simple as that. Organic search doesn't work the same way. You can't pay your way to the top. Instead, you need to optimize your site, pages, and content so you score highly in Google's ranking algorithm. The good news is, when people search for information on a topic, most people trust organic search results far more than they trust paid results. In this video, we'll be focusing solely on organic results, and giving you tips and advice you can use to perform well in organic Google search. Why do you need SEO? Search engines will be one of the main sources of traffic to your website, and Google is the biggest and most popular search engine by far. Google searches create over half of all the traffic on the entire internet, so you can see why it makes sense to optimize your site for Google's algorithm. When it is applied correctly, SEO can help your website rank for hundreds of related keywords in your niche, generating thousands of visitors on each of those phrases every month. People using paid results would pay a premium for this amount of traffic, but by applying some smart SEO principles, you can get it all for free. Let's look at some of the things you can do to score highly with Google so you can start getting a consistent stream of traffic to your website. Customer and keyword search. Before you start figuring out your keywords, it's best to get to know the type of visitors you'll be trying to attract to your website. That way, you can tailor everything you do to hold maximum appeal to your ideal visitor, including picking your keywords and creating content they will like. Customer research will help you learn what people really search for. You'll be able to find out the precise phrases they use when they search, so you can include these in your site and content to help it rank for those keywords. Customer search. You might know roughly who your ideal website visitor is, especially if you already sell things online or have a blog or business profile on social media. They will be the people already interacting with you, the ones who like your content, comment, or buy things from you. Think about what age group they tend to fall into. Are they mostly male, female, or mixed? What interests do they have? These things help make up what is known as the customer persona, and it's important to define your customer persona if you want to do well in SEO and online marketing. Many people think compiling a customer persona will only help them if they're looking to create products people will want to buy. But knowing your visitors is also crucial to succeeding with SEO. As well as knowing the age, gender, and interest data of your ideal customer or visitor, you also need to know what they search for and how they search for it. Without this information, you won't be using the keywords the people you want to attract are searching for. You won't be able to create content that's structured around these keywords, as you won't know what they are. And your content won't be structured in a way that is most appealing to the people you want to visit your site and engage with it. Bonus tip. HubSpot has a handy tool that you can use to find out about your ideal visitor, called Make My Persona. It makes the process of creating a customer profile simple, allowing you to create an in-depth profile quickly. The best part is, it's completely free. Finding the right keywords. Once you've created your ideal visitor profile, you can start conducting some keyword research. This will involve discovering the precise keywords and key phrases that your ideal customer use when they search. Keywords can be split into two main types. 1. The type of keywords people use to find products. 2. The type of keywords people use to find information. If you have an online store retailing yoga pants, your product keywords might include yoga pants free delivery, yoga pants for curvy women, Adidas yoga pants. And if you were writing a blog article on yoga positions, your informational keywords might be yoga positions for weight loss, how to perform yoga, proper yoga posture. Ideally, any page that's properly optimized for SEO should include several sets of both types of keywords, so however people search, your website always appears as an option. You'll also be more likely to appear for other related keywords. How to perform better keyword research. There are some handy tools you can employ to find better performing keywords, and the first one is Google's autocomplete tool. Most people have already used it, though they might not have realized it at the time. When you type anything into Google's search box, you'll notice several search suggestions are displayed automatically below what you've typed. These are the keywords and phrases related to your topic that people have already used to search. They're incredibly useful as they are phrases people use to search for things and can give you great ideas for keywords to include in your content. It's a good idea to write these suggestions down or keep a list handy for when you come to create your webpage. You can use autocomplete to search for keyword ideas for any topic you want. It's a brilliant way to find highly relevant search terms that you can use in your content. The second tool you can make use of is called Answer the Public. There's a free tool that's especially useful for discovering informational keywords and phrases. If you are writing a blog piece about steam trains, you might type steam trains in to answer the public first, to see the questions connected to that topic that people have been asking. A typical result might be what steam trains are still running. Not only does this give you keyword search ideas, but it's also a great way to get new potential topics for blog posts or vlogs. Another way to find keywords is to employ a good keyword research tool to discover how popular your chosen keyword is and how hard it will be to get into the top ranks of Google's search results with that search phrase. The more a keyword is used, the harder it is to rank for. However, the answer is not as simple as picking keywords that aren't popular, as you still need to include the words and phrases people search for. You need to strike the right balance between keywords that aren't so competitive you can rank and keywords that people look up, so your site can get discovered. Tools like Answer the Public can help you home in on more niche but still searched for key phrases. Answer the Public is especially useful once you have a list of potential keywords, as it will help you whittle down your list and find the best search terms that are also the easiest to rank with. There are a lot of keyword research tools available that can help you in your quest to discover suitable keywords. SEMrush, the Moz Keyword Explorer, and Google's own Keyword Planner are some of the most useful. Using Google's Keyword Planner. You can use Google's Keyword Planner to discover keywords for your SEO content and web pages, even though it was primarily created for Google Ads campaigns. This is a free-to-use feature within Google Ads, so you'll need a Google Ads account to use it. Once inside Google Ads dashboard, open Keyword Planner and type in a keyword. You'll get search volume data on that phrase, along with a selection of related keywords and phrases. Search volume range gives you an idea of how often people have searched for the keyword you typed in that month. By entering your selected list of keywords into Google Keyword Planner, you'll be able to see search volume range to see what keywords are popular and what ones aren't often searched for. Long-tail keywords. The last thing you can do to optimize your keywords is include more long-tail keywords in your content. There's not so much competition for these types of keywords, as not so many people use them, so it can be easier to rank highly in Google for them. They're also more precise, so they can help a more relevant audience find your content. A typical example of a long-tail keyword would be how to burn belly fat fast. A shorter keyword that's not a long-tail example would be burn belly fat. When you refine your SEO approach, you can also include the shorter keywords that are used more often, but if you're a beginner, long-tail keywords will help you rank higher, faster. Keywords for voice search SEO. It's important to include keywords in your content that will help you get found by people conducting searches using voice. Google states that almost 50% of all adults use voice search daily, and this number is growing. The two biggest differences between keywords for voice and other keywords are: 1. Most people using voice to search tend to use longer, more detailed keywords. 2. Voice searchers ask a lot of questions when they search. A lot of people think they don't need to optimize for voice search because they assume most of these types of searches will be carried out by people using smart speakers. They think that no one will be visiting their website, but this is simply not true. Research has shown that 20% of all searches made by smartphones are voice searches. More people are also using their laptop or desktop computers to conduct this type of search, so it's crucial to include voice search-friendly keywords in your SEO strategy. You might be wondering how to choose the best keywords for voice search. There are 4 top tips that will help you prime your content for voice search. Optimizing your content for voice searches. Remember to optimize for Google's rich answer box. Here there is only one answer displayed, so you want to make sure yours is the best one. Research has found that 75% of the top rich answer voice search results rank in the top 3 for desktop searches. By optimizing your SEO approach to ensure you rank highly in Google search for your niche on desktop, you'll be maximizing your chances of getting found in voice search. The tips and techniques in this video will help you boost your general Google search score, improving your chances of appearing as the best result in Google's rich answer box. Remember to optimize for featured snippets. Priming your content for Google's featured snippets is one of the most effective ways to rank highly in voice search. Snippets are small pieces of essential information that Google automatically pulls from your website. To have a chance of getting your content featured as a snippet, you should include clear questions that have relevance to your topic. Make sure there are questions that people who are looking for information on your topic would ask. You can also use tools like Ask the Public to find out what topical questions people are already using to search. Remember to use numbered list posts. Using numbered lists will boost your content's chances of appearing in voice, and it will also help you maximize the chance of appearing in featured snippets. Try creating blog posts such as Top 10 Ways to Improve Your Memory, then bullet point each of the tips you include using numbers. Use long-tail keywords. Long-tail keywords will greatly improve your content's chance of getting selected as one of the top voice search results. You can use Google's Search Suggest tool straight from the Google search box to find suitable questions using Google's autocomplete feature. Just type in a question, then look at the bottom of the search results page, where you'll find a Searches Related To section. You'll get a handy list of related and relevant questions people have already searched for that you can include in your content. SEO for your YouTube videos. YouTube has now surpassed Facebook in popularity, and the appeal of video content is set to grow, with recent research finding that the majority of 18 to 49-year-olds now prefer video content over text. Unlike many other social media platforms, YouTube is also frequently used as a search engine. YouTube videos are also playing an increasingly important role in Google searches. All of this means that optimizing your YouTube content for SEO is a priority if you want to increase the likelihood of your videos showing up in YouTube and Google search results and getting watched on the YouTube platform. To optimize your YouTube video SEO, you need to do 3 main things. 1. Improve the quality of your videos. 2. Maximize the relatability of your videos. 3. Understand how your target viewer will search for your content. When someone performs a YouTube search, YouTube considers several factors to decide whether to display your video in the results it returns. YouTube looks at your video titles, Your video description. How relevant your video title, description, and content are to the search query. The searcher's prior behavior and engagement with your videos. Top ways to optimize your YouTube SEO. Do keyword research. Find out what your audience is searching for and how they search for it. Just like Google, YouTube automatically suggests search terms when you enter a topic into YouTube search. If you're creating a vlog about sportswear for ski trips, for example, try typing in sportswear or sportswear holidays to see what terms other searchers have already looked up. You can also use Google in the same way if you need more keywords, as YouTube is now also an important part of Google's search. Optimize your title to include these keywords. Use the best keyword suggestions you found in your title tag and try to keep it under 60 characters. Don't overstuff your title with keywords. Pick one or two that directly relate to the content of your video. Don't pick a snappy title that might sound good, but doesn't represent your video's content. This will backfire on you as it will lower your audience engagement levels, which are a factor YouTube takes into consideration when deciding how to rank you in search. Use keywords in your video file name. Before you upload your video file, rename it to one of the keywords you found when doing your research. A lot of people overlook this, but the YouTube algorithm looks at video file names to try to find out what your video is about, along with your title tag and description. Optimize your video description. Your YouTube description is highly important, as not only does YouTube's algorithm consider it when matching searchers with content, it also tells potential viewers why they should watch. You get 5,000 characters, so make the most of that space and tell people why they need to press play. The first 200 words are the most important, as everything after that is hidden unless people click on the Show More link. Put your most vital information first. Use your most important keyword high up in your description and include calls to action and URLs to direct people to your website or blog. Use tags that include your keywords. Tags help to give YouTube more information about your video and allow it to associate your video with other related content. Your YouTube handily suggests relevant tags to you when you enter some keywords into the tag section, but you can also include other keywords that you discovered when doing keyword research. Never use tags in your description, though, as this is against YouTube's guidelines. You could even get your video banned. Transcribe your video for closed captioning. YouTube can automatically transcribe your video so it can display captions, and you should make sure you have enabled this option so you can reach the widest audience possible. Some people like to watch videos without the volume enabled, and others can't hear it. But check the captioning YouTube displays to make sure it's accurate. You can also upload a file with your own caption information, and you may need to take this option if the captioning YouTube provides is widely inaccurate. Encourage action from your viewers. As audience engagement plays a key part in YouTube search rankings, you should always be looking to encourage interaction with your viewers. Ask for likes, comments, and subscribes in your video. Include calls to action and links in your description, and pose questions to encourage viewer feedback. Don't forget to embed your YouTube video on your own website to maximize its potential reach, too.
My dear student, you are so fantastic. I am so happy for you because the progress you are reaching is great. So, I would love to give you something very special. A lot of students are asking for some very special, practical, hands-on SEO, something you can really use, enjoy, understand fast. So what we are going to do? We are going to use magnificent SEO tool that's very affordable to use it. But we will have also 10 days trial. So you can use it for free. You can train all your keywords research. You can understand the potential of keywords. And also, if these keywords are expensive in the matter of Google Ads. And this is very important to analyze and know, because if they are expensive, it means that it's good to go for them. But what we are going to do is also to understand how you can be much more wiser, how you can be really great. So how this keyword is hard to get to the first page in Google. That's so important. So we are going to be very, very practical, very hands-on, and we are going to understand how to do practical SEO. And my goal is not to sell any kind of SEO tool. My goal is to help you that you can train for free, that you can use something that's very affordable, that's very reasonable price. Of course, I am showing also the tools like you have, let's say, SEMrush or Ahrefs, but I want to give you something very, very special, something very affordable. And I want you to train, to be practical, to understand keywords, to understand how you can easily find the links, how to proceed link mining, how to discover your competition strategies. So let's say I would love to build some content about copywriting. So I'm showing exactly how you can do this and how you can discover the potential of content, how you can discover the competition, what is the content that your competition is using, what are the links that your competition is using. So you can download these links, you can reach out personally the owners of these websites that there is the potential for link building. So this will be very, very practical, hands-on SEO training, and basically in 50 minutes you will be ready to discover keywords, to know what keywords are great in the meaning of business, what keywords are easy to crack the Google page, and also how to get magnificent backlinks, how to analyze your competition. And this, I am so happy to give it to you. Please welcome to this section. Please enjoy this section. I know you have been asking for it, so you have it. Get ready to become the practical master of search engine optimization. Hi dear student, welcome to this short video. I would love to talk a little bit how you can connect practical knowledge and concepts you have been studying. So please kindly, if you can use Google Chrome, this is really important. And if you can just put into Google keywords everywhere. And then you go a little bit down and you click to this tool. And as you can see, you can get this tool
and you can install it into Chrome. I have already installed it, so I will just enable it. And now you can also watch short video tutorial. And this is really cool because it helps you to get a lot of information about searches, cost per click, competition, trend data. So it also gives you great information about search engine optimization. So let's dive into it. So I would love you if you can please use this, so you can imagine how you can actually connect the concepts with actual real happening in your everyday life. So let's say whatever you do now, when you go to Google, you will get much better information. So let's say I am interested in email marketing guide. And suddenly, as you can see, I get information on the right side. And this is really good information, because I can see for search engine optimization, it's quite difficult keyword. As you can see, I can see the trends that people are quite using it, but not so much. I can see related keywords and what people search for, what are possible long tail keywords. And the most important, I can just copy paste. So this is really cool. I can export it. So, and also eventually you can buy some credits to see even more information and to get more keywords. But as you can see, you always get the top 10 and you can easily copy paste. And the most important, you can understand it. It's really good if you want to create any kind of content, but you also get the information about ranking websites. So this is really cool information, because you can see MOSDA, domain authority. Oh, this is really extremely high domain authority. So it's quite impossible to go for like such a strong competition. Then the same you see, you get this information again, and you can see really strong domain authority, link propensity, really good backlinks, and it's really strong competition. So going for this means that you're going to very strong competition, and most likely you are not going to rank so easily. So you get the information about your competitors, as well as how hard it is to rank and how much you need to invest into the content itself. Let's check tools. And now you can see it's also hard to go for, let's say, comparison. And again, it's a little bit better. As you can see, the difficulty is not so high. On-page difficulty is not so high. It's still quite challenging, but maybe it's a little bit more doable. Let's say best email marketing tools, and again it will probably be very difficult to go for. So as you can see, this is not so good. So let's check another. Let's say we would love to create Facebook ads guide, and now we can see it's even more difficult. So let's find a topic. Let's maybe we will check some, if people need to know, that's even more difficult. Okay, so I have chosen very, very difficult examples, but if we go a little bit back, we can see that we have found this comparison is a little bit better. So what I wanted to show you is some possibilities. So I would love if you can use it every day. So whatever, let's say you would love to purchase bathroom basin cabinet, whatever, and you can immediately see the difficulty and how great content you need to create if people are searching for this, and what also people search more, as you can see. So they also search for design, so let's check design, and you can see this is quite difficult to rank for, so it's better to go for this. And this is what I wanted to show you as some starting example, so you know you can use this practical tool and immediately get more information about keywords, long tail keywords, and also difficulty of the keywords. And then basically, if you can go with me to the youtube.com, and basically what I wanted just quickly to show you as example is, if you, for example, now people search a lot for John Wick official, and this is something I wanted to show you, that of course you have this first is Lionsgate, but as you can see this is KinoCheck. And what's really good is to check these guys and to study them, to learn from them, because what you can see, they have a lot of subscribers, and what they actually do, they just use the free version of video. So it's really good to get this video insights, so how they optimize, how many views they get, so you really can learn. Then you can check how they describe, how they actually write the title, how they actually describe the video itself, because you can learn a lot how actually people are succeeding on YouTube. So let's say luxury travel expat. So let's check if people search for it. Of course it's growing, it's really nice channel, and you can check, for example, this video, and then you can actually check what people like to watch, what videos they like to watch, what content they like, how people are successful, what actually keywords people are using to find this video, and how people are describing. So this way you can learn a lot and study the people that are successful, and this way you can get great insights, and you can connect more what is concepts that you study with the actual results of other people. So I would really love if you can install these keywords everywhere, and whenever you have been using YouTube, whenever you have been using Google, just check the numbers, try to understand what people do, what can be opportunity for you. So this is a very free tool, so I hope it will be very useful for you. and we will now continue more with the concepts explanations. But I wanted to make this clear because when you study, you can use this and you can greatly understand what we explain to you with the success of other people. My dear student, welcome to this short but I honestly believe very fantastic video that can help you a lot. So I have just discovered this tool, and this tool is wow. For me this tool is absolutely fine because students are often asking, is there any free tool I can easily discover keywords? And let's say you can use it for Google Ads campaigns, but you can also use it for search engine optimization. And especially for search engine optimization, it can be tough because all the tools are paid and you are just searching how to pay less and what tool can be good. So let's have a look. You just need to go to wordstream.com keywords. Yes, it's such easy, or you can just Google it, WordStream keywords. And basically this is really free. I can't believe it. The most important, it can help you to find the keywords, decide about the most important keywords and start using them. And you can see it's Google like premier partner, so it has this award, and you can see there are more awards as well as more support. So let's dive into it. Let's say I will just show you the principle, but you can apply this principle for your blogging, for your e-commerce, or whatever landing page you want to create. Let's say I would love to support this course. It's my, let's say, the most complete course. I would love to create a content page, landing page. How to do it? So what we can actually do, for example, you can do this the same with Amazon or with blog you like or whatever does suit your business. But let's say I would love to support this course, create a landing page, get backlinks, or create a blog post that will get more backlinks, and I will also promote a course. So actually, how can I do it? So we can do it really easily. So we just need this address. So you just take a website address. Of course, this is the address for Udemy.com, courses, marketing, digital marketing. And now you can use whatever you need, whatever you like. So all we need to do, we just put it into this to find suggestions. And we click Find My Keywords. And the tool will start working for us. I think I will need to reload it. So if it doesn't work for you, you just reload and then find my keywords. And as you can see, it will offer the industries. So we can go for all industries, or eventually, let's say I would love to know more about education, and United States are fine, but it will offer you also a state or region. So in this case, United States. And I will just make it now all industries so you can see the potential of the tool. But of course, if you need, you can choose your industry. And as you can see, the tool will start working for you. And what's really shocking is that you get the keywords that actually you can use for Google Ads. And of course, you can also use it for your search engine optimization. So let's think about it. First of all, we can see the competition. And this is important for us. So if there is a high, medium competition, it's quite tough. Then we can see the bidding. So the bidding is how much people are willing to pay for that keyword. This is very important information, because if people are willing to pay $50 for a link click, it's so much money. It's incredible. Of course, it's in the USA, but it's so high quality traffic that can really spend money. And then, of course, monthly search volume. This is good, so you know people search for it. But you need, or we need to think about all 4 columns. And the reason is because, let's say, we focus just on monthly search, but we want to double check what is the bidding. The higher is the bidding, the more high quality the traffic is coming, able to spend money. And then the competition. Wow. So, for example, digital marketing training. This is still good monthly search. Bidding is not so expensive, so it might be good option also for Google Ads, and the competition is low. Then, of course, if you have agency, digital marketing management, and basically digital marketing degree. So this means that people are really interested in getting some online certificate, online recognition. So maybe it also helps us to understand how we shall create the content, how we shall write the content if we do this discovery. Because people, as you can see, they do not want just to study social media marketing, or they don't want to just study digital marketing. They want to get degree, they want to get certification, or they want to find a person that will do the management for them. So definitely this training, certification, degree is something that is very important to use in the content. Then you can see people also want to learn digital marketing, marketing classes, but definitely the certification and training is important for them. So for example, this might be really good option. Okay, you don't have so many searches, I agree, but you still have quite high business intent, commercial intent. People are willing to spend quite a lot of money on the bidding. It means cost per click, how much they are willing to pay for one visitor. And you can see there is quite low competition. So this might be good option, digital marketing, online training. Then of course what you can do, so you want to get all the keywords. Okay, so if you want to get all the discovery, you want to download the keywords. It's possible, but you have to give email. It's not like so hard. It's much better than having some payments, monthly subscriptions. It's still better. So you just click email the keywords and they really deliver. So they really send it to you. So you click and it's downloaded. So now we can go to the downloads and let's say I will just quickly open it. So you can open it on your Mac, on your PC, you can upload it to Google Sheets, that's free. And as you can see, you get all the keywords. So you can discover the search volume, how much people are willing to pay for the visitor. You can organize the keywords, you can play with them. And as you can see, you get many great ideas. And this is really great because if you want to create content, if you want to maybe create product comparison, so you want to create some overview, I think people would be really interested to create overview, social media marketing degree online, to create a page where you create the overview, how you can study online, how degrees you can receive, what institutions are online, what solutions are online, and you would have really high quality traffic. You would have information people like, people search for, and I think this is fantastic. So maybe when I would be now creating a page, I would simply focus on social media marketing degree online, online degree digital marketing. And what I would do complete page, complete product comparison. So I would create a page about possibilities to study marketing online, to get online degree, to get online certification, and I would create overview. I would create information how to get it, and of course I would also mention Udemy as one of the possibilities, and I would especially mention my course that is also option that you get a complete digital marketing certification as online degree. But I would not really create a content about all the possibilities to really push the course itself. I would highly focus. This is high quality traffic and there is high quality search intent. So I would definitely focus on this, and I would definitely do my best to use this as the most important. And I would create product comparison, I would create information, what institutions you can find online, what degrees you can get online, how you can get certification and degree online, what websites you can use, what offers you have, what price ranges you have. So I would create very complete competitive content overview. And then of course I would also mention Udemy, and I would also mention this as one of the possibilities. that people can get this online degree. So basically, as you can see, we did this in 15 minutes. In 15 minutes, we just explored one website and we have fantastic idea for a blog post to compare all online degrees, to give this very comprehensive overview and put into this overview our product. So you can do this in 15 minutes, very easily, piece of cake. So I really hope this tool will be very beneficial for you. Please use it, please enjoy it. I can't believe my eyes. I am really, wow. You don't need to pay for this fantastic tool. So please enjoy it, please use it, and please reach great success.
Creating SEO-friendly content. Improving the quality of your content is an important part of any solid SEO strategy, as the better your content, the higher you'll rank in search. There are several things you can do to make sure your content is the best it can possibly be, depending on the type of content you're creating. Product and service pages. Conversions are key here, so place the focus on the benefits to your customers. Why do they need what you're offering? What will your product or service do for them? To create awesome product or service page content that sells or converts, you'll need to first attract the right people. And to do this, you must tap into customers' desires or needs first. To find out what these are, you'll need to do market research into your ideal customer. Once you've found out what your ideal customer wants, you need to interest them. You can do this by teasing that you have the solution to their problems or the answer to their desires. After that, you need to let people know that you can give them what they want to ramp up their desire for your product or service. Finally, you'll need to persuade them to take action. This fourth stage formula is also known as AIDA: attract, interest, desire, action. And it's used extensively by copywriters who create high-performing sales content. You should always make your product and service pages informative so it doesn't seem like you're just selling. Ultimately, though, you should be trying to get people to convert, so your sales pages and product pages don't need to be as informational as your blog posts should be. Blogs. Regularly creating high-quality blog content that people find useful can really help boost your Google search rankings. A recent study by HubSpot discovered that brands who published quality content regularly got triple the amount of traffic than brands who didn't. Consistency is key, but it won't help if you just pump out posts. There's so much competition now, your content needs to be helpful, insightful, and value-added. There are some types of blog content that consistently perform better than others, and when you're starting out with SEO, you might want to focus your efforts on these, at least until you build up your following. The latest top-performing types of blog content. Complete lists. Complete lists continually perform well. Many people find them extremely useful as they refer to lots of practical information on a topic, all in one article that's written in an easy-to-digest format. Your list could contain strategies, items to buy, or the best muscle-building smoothies. Almost anything you can think of that can be curated into list form. Make sure you give some detail along with every point on the list, or people will find your content dull, boring, and unhelpful, and your engagement levels will suffer. Content with stats. It's getting more and more difficult to get people to share or link your content due to the sheer volume of posts that are being published every day. One way to make sure your content stand out is by including stats and data in your posts, and research has found this increases your chances of gaining a link. To increase your content's authoritative value in the eyes of your audience, refer to scientific studies, paraphrase or quote original research, and include accurate facts, figures, and data. Complete guides. People love helpful content, and it doesn't get more helpful than a simplified guide to doing something that covers every aspect. The focus here is to give people the essential information they need to know about every important aspect of a topic. Your complete guides don't have to be pages long, though they should be in-depth, as Google scores long-form content of 1,000 words or more higher. Your goal should be to help people fully understand a topic. To attract the maximum number of readers, focus on trending topics that you can relate to your niche, or relevant topics to your business that are growing in popularity, such as plant-based diets or ways to beat boredom in lockdown. Visual content. Infographics are a great way of obtaining links and engagement, as people love to share and repost them. It's not just infographics, though. Including high-quality images, video, or helpful screenshots in your posts will really help to add interest, break up long chunks of text, and keep people reading. On-page SEO basics. To ensure Google can crawl your web page accurately to display it in search results, you need to optimize your on-page SEO. To do this, you need to make sure the content of your pages is relevant to the search terms you're attempting to rank for. Your content also needs to be detailed and useful if you want it to perform well. So how does on-page SEO work? Google scans your page to see what words or phrases it contains. If it sees a certain keyword being repeated, it will assume your page is about that topic. This is why it's important to use the right keywords and phrases in your content. There are certain things you can do to boost your on-page SEO. One of the first things you can do if you have a WordPress site is to install the Yoast plugin, as this makes it easier to set up your page and optimize your site. It also helps you easily create your title and description tag. Some other platforms, such as Shopify, include SEO features that are like Yoast's, making optimization of your on-page SEO that much simpler. Let's look at some of the other ways you can enhance your on-page SEO. Use your keyword in your title tag. This is crucial, as your title tells Google and searchers what your page is about. By using your keyword in your tag, you're directly informing Google that your page is about that topic. Make sure you do your keyword research and use the best possible keyword in all your titles. Optimize your meta description for clicks. This isn't as important as your title tag, but it's still a crucial step. Google might have stated that this isn't a major factor when it comes to their algorithm, but it's vital for another pivotal reason. Your meta description is your chance to encourage people to click through or not, and they do read this short summary. Make yours as enticing and relevant as possible by using appropriate keywords and creating short, punchy copy that's easy to read. Include your main keyword in your description too, as Google highlights this in bold whenever someone searches for that keyword, which helps your site attract searchers' attention. Use your primary keyword in your body copy too. You'll also want to make sure your primary keyword is included in the main content on your page. This is often called body copy, and it's especially important to ensure you include your main keyword in the first 150 words. You should also include it throughout your copy, so Google gets a good idea of what your page is about. Don't overstuff, as this will do harm to your search engine rankings and can even get your website ignored by Google. As a general rule, if you've written a 1,500-word piece of content, use your main keyword at least 3 to 4 times in the body and once in the title and meta description. Use related keywords. As well as your primary keyword, you should also be including other relevant keywords in your content, as this will maximize your search by allowing you to rank for lots of different keywords. You can find related keywords using Google Search Suggest direct from Google's search box or in the Google Keyword Planner, simply by entering your main keyword. For example, if you were writing a blog post about how to do influencer outreach and wanted to find related keywords for the topic influencer outreach, you'd type that into Google's search box and see what other terms related to that topic people had been searching for. Use the most appropriate related keyword suggestions Google throws up in your content, meta description, and subheaders to increase your page's chances of getting found. Optimize images. It's super important to optimize your image SEO, especially if you have a website with a lot of visual content. Google has a difficult job analyzing images to find out what your site is all about. To help it do this, it reads your image's file name, alt text, and title. Simple 3 steps to optimizing your image SEO. 1. Make sure your picture has a relevant, descriptive file name that's related to your page topic. If you're displaying a screenshot that shows people how to optimize their image SEO, for example, you might call it something like Image SEO Optimization Guide.png. 2. Include image alt text that matches your image, so people have more details as to what it's about. This will also help to retain people on your page who have trouble loading your image or who are on slow internet connections. You could say, Screenshot Guide to Optimizing Images, for example, or Visual Guide to Image Optimization. 3. Ensure your image's title is accurate and relevant to your page topic. This isn't as important as the other 2 steps, but it doesn't mean you should skip it. Something short and snappy that relates to your image and page should usually do the trick, like Image SEO Screenshot. User experience. You might have primed your page for SEO, but if you haven't considered the user experience, you're not going to rank well for long. Although user experience is difficult for search engines to assess, it definitely has an indirect effect on your SEO score. Think about it. If your site is hard to navigate or cluttered and hard to read, people aren't going to stick around long enough to engage. They also aren't going to share it or link to it, which will critically impact your Google SEO score, as links and shares are an important ranking factor. To improve your website user experience, consider your layout, color scheme, font, and navigation. Ask the following crucial questions. Does my site make it easy for people to find what they need? Are the most important things highlighted? Do they appear high up on the page? Is my site well organized into clearly labeled sections? Is my font clear? Is my color scheme appealing and easy to read? Is my menu easy to navigate? If I have many pages, are they organized efficiently into relevant, clearly labeled categories? Intro to Technical SEO. The primary aim of technical SEO is to help search engines like Google discover and crawl the pages on your website, so you can get listed in its index and appear in search results. There are many aspects to technical SEO. They are always expanding as the web continually develops. Today, a good technical SEO strategy will need to include mobile optimization, site loading speed, image compression, and more, to ensure you're giving your site and content the best chance you can. If you have a WordPress site, you'll have a much easier task, as WordPress automatically optimizes many aspects of technical SEO for you. If you don't have a WordPress site, there are specific things you can do to ensure Google can accurately crawl your site so it doesn't get de-indexed. Verify your site with the Google Search Console. Google's Search Console displays your website's performance and health stats in Google, and it's a handy tool that helps you see just how much interaction your site gets in Google search results. Search Console also allows you to submit your sitemap to Google and shows you how many of your pages are being indexed. This helps you identify any unlisted pages, as you can tweak your SEO approach so they can be found and listed. To make use of the Google Search Console, you need to let Google know you're the owner of your website. Google refers to websites as domain properties, and you need to let Google know you own your piece of website real estate to be able to get verified. Once you do, you'll be able to use all the features of the Google Search Console, which will help you improve many aspects of your technical SEO strategy. Use an SEO-friendly URL structure. A lot of people forget to think about their page URLs and wind up with long-winded or nonsensical links that aren't social media friendly. Optimizing your URLs is a vital part of your website SEO strategy, and you should aim to make sure all your URLs are as short as they can be, relevant to the page they relate to, ideally consistent for all your pages. Having optimized URLs also helps if you have many categories on your website, as you can use them to tell Google which pages belong in which category. For example, if you run a restaurant website, you'll have category pages for things like coffee, wine, meals, and you can include these topics in your URLs. That way, Google knows which category each of your pages fall under. A page about the coffee products you offer promoting your newest beans might look something like this, for example. Website pagename.com/coffee/new brews. If you're not using categories, it's a good idea to have your URL structure as website.com/relevant page name instead. If you want to change old URLs, make sure you direct people landing on the old page to your new links. Otherwise, you'll wind up losing valuable traffic. It's probably better to leave old URLs alone and instead make sure you create better ones for the new pages that you create. Bonus tip: remember to try and use keywords in your URL too. Don't stuff your link with keywords. Include your primary or most relevant keywords once, and use the shortest links possible, as these perform better in Google. If your page is about coffee and your main keyword is Arabica beans, your URL might simply be website.com/Arabica beans. If you were using categories, it might look like website.com/coffee/Arabica beans. Analyze and enhance your page speed. Your website's loading speed is extremely important, as if it's too slow, you'll not only turn off visitors, you'll also be harming your SEO ranking. Google introduced a speed update feature to its algorithm in 2018, and this penalizes web pages that are too slow to load on mobile devices. You can check how fast or slow your website loads using Google's Page Speed Insights tool, which will assign your site a speed rating of between 0 and 100. The Page Speed Insight tool will also give you a list of recommendations so you can optimize your site's load time and discover what is slowing your site down. To implement some of these recommendations, you may need to get a web developer to adjust your website's HTML. Other enhancements are as easy to adjust as installing a simple WordPress plugin. Switch over to HTTPS encryption. Although it's not a super important ranking factor, if your website is secured with HTTPS encryption, you will receive a little boost in Google's search results. According to Moz.com, over 93% of all first-page search results are HTTPS encrypted, and Google has now begun to display a warning whenever a site hasn't been secured. If you do move over to HTTPS encryption, you'll have to redirect all your pages, as they will now have new URLs. Make sure you do this so you don't lose out on traffic, and so people who have bookmarked your site can still return to browse. Improve your site architecture and include internal linking. If you have only 3 or 4 pages on your website, you don't have to really consider your website architecture, but if you're planning a more complex site or want to expand, then you should take this aspect into consideration. Your website structure can seriously add or detract from the overall user experience you offer your customers, and this will have an impact on your Google search rankings. If you have a site with many hundreds of pages, you'll need to sit down and plan out an organized structure that helps you place all your pages into relevant categories. After that, you'll need to set up internal links to the most important pages on your site. The final step is to ensure your internal links have anchor text, labels, that is keyword rich. You need to do this to help your pages score highly in Google search and enable easier internal search on your website. Always ensure your link anchor text includes a keyword or phrase rather than simply making it say, "Click here." If you run an online sweet store, for example, and you want to link a page about homemade sweet recipes, your anchor text might say, "Sweets you can make at home." Include schema markup. Schema markup is a type of code you add to your website that allows search engines to understand your page content better so it can accurately represent it in search results. Google understands schema data much better than plain text and uses this information to provide users with enhanced search results. When you add schema markup to a web page, you automatically create an enhanced description of your page, which also called a rich snippet, which will appear in search results. Although it won't have a huge impact on your rankings, including schema data on your website can also help boost your organic click-through rate. As well as helping the search engines understand more about your website, rich snippets, or enhanced descriptions, can also display rich results like reviews stars your business has gathered. Snippets with review stars or other rich results will stand out in search, helping your website to attract even more visitors. It's more important to add schema markup once you have a well-established site, but when you do, it is worth doing. You can use handy tools like the one Merkle offers to simplify the process, which will help you include basic markup data, which should be enough to get started. If you have a WordPress site, you can make use of the schema markup plugins on offer there that will automate much of the process. Max your EAT score. EAT, or expertise, authority, and trustworthiness, is playing an increasingly important role in the way Google ranks sites. In a dive to offer the most trusted web pages first to searches who use the platform. If you want to earn a high EAT rating, your site needs to be seen as a trusted voice within your sector or industry. Encyclopedia sites like Wikipedia have an extremely high EAT score because the content is created by multiple experts and then checked for accuracy. One way to establish a higher EAT ranking is to consistently use writers who are established experts in their niche. Use regular writers rather than generic freelancers too, and make sure that all the content you post is error-free, helpful, and factual. Going into detail and providing unique information that's also high value and useful will definitely help you improve your EAT score. Talking about something you know already well and are familiar with is the best way to go, particularly when you're just starting out. It also helps if your website can become a source of industry news, viewpoints, data, and information. But what's more important for your EAT score is that your content is consistently factually accurate. Sticking to one niche and putting out content that covers all aspects of this niche can be another way to start establishing yourself as an authority voice. It will be easier to gain a high EAT ranking if you are covering a topic or sector that's not as populated, providing your content is of a high standard. After a while, people will come to rely on you for expertise, helping to up your authority rating and establish trust. If your site does cover many topics, it's important to ensure they all have consistency and are in the same style, as this will help to differentiate you. Always check content for errors and false claims or incorrect data. EAT is also influenced by links, so if you can improve your PageRank score via authority backlinks, you'll be helping to boost your EAT score. Keep watching, as we'll be going into more detail on how you can obtain quality backlinks a little later in this video. Optimize for mobile. Any technical SEO strategy must now include optimizing for mobile. Google's algorithm now prioritizes mobile searches, meaning the mobile version of your website will be the primary version Google views. Your site might be speedy on a desktop, but if it's too slow to load on mobile devices, Google will mark you down. You can check whether your site has speed on other mobility usability platforms in the Google Search Console after you sign up to verify your website. If you can't use the Google Search Console, you can try their free mobile-friendly test tool instead. If you discover your site has issues on mobile devices, it's vital to address them quickly, or you'll negatively impact your rankings in Google search. Remember to check that your images are properly compressed to display well on mobile devices. You'll also need to ensure that you pick a responsive site theme that works well on desktops and on mobile phones and tablets. Remember, don't enable interstitial pop-ups for your mobile browsers, as Google will penalize you in search rankings. They can slow down speed when they're viewed on mobile phone or tablet, and can also cause other issues for smart devices too, like page navigation problems. Track results in Google Analytics. Once you've started tweaking aspects of your technical SEO, you'll need to monitor your performance so you can see if your adjustments are having any effect. Luckily, there's an excellent tool that can help you do just that. And the best part is, it's free. Google Analytics. Google Analytics helps you monitor all your SEO campaigns, allowing you to track and view the changes you make to your site and see the impact they're having on your organic website traffic. Through the Analytics dashboard, you'll discover what pages bring you the most visitors from Google searches and other search engines. You can then analyze your high-performing pages so you can copy your strategy there on your pages that aren't doing so well. Analytics will give you handy metrics such as your page bounce rate and page views, which act as benchmarks to let you know how well your content meets the expectations of Google searchers. Through the Analytics dashboard, you can even set up conversation tracking to monitor what percentage of your search traffic converts to actual signups or customers. To get access to Google Analytics, you'll first need to sign up for a Google Analytics account. If you already have a Gmail or other type of Google account associated with your business, you should use this to set up your Google Analytics account. Link building basics. Getting high-quality backlinks is important if you want to increase your position in Google's search ratings, as it's a major ranking factor that Google considers. The aim is to get as many other trustworthy websites as possible to link and mention your website. Having a high number of quality backlinks is strongly associated with appearing on the first page of Google's search results. If you're struggling to obtain backlinks or don't know where to start, keep watching, as we're about to share some excellent strategies that you can use to get some more. All you need is some persistence, patience, and the ability to put in just a little effort, and you'll soon start seeing results. Focus on getting links with high authority. You don't want just any old links from sites with a low authority ranking, as these won't help you much when it comes to Google search. Instead, you want backlinks from websites with a high authority rating in Google, as these are the ones that will give a boost to your search ranking. There are two primary ways Google measures a site's authority. 1. Domain authority. 2. Page authority. Domain authority refers to the overall authority a website has. Page authority means that page has received many backlinks from high authority sites. Getting backlinks from sites with a low page authority and low domain authority ranking won't give as much page ranking to your site in Google. But if you can gather many backlinks from high domain and high page rank authority sites, you'll receive a big boost in page rank, which will in turn help boost your overall Google ranking score. Try and get links from sites that are relevant to yours. Obtaining backlinks from websites that are relevant to your own will help you far more than just getting links from other sites in other unrelated sectors. Google assigns more value to links you get from sites in your sector, and acquiring these types of links also helps Google view your website as trustworthy. Think about it. If you run a fitness website but have a lot of backlinks from pet bloggers, Google will see this as suspicious. It's fine to get some backlinks from unrelated websites, though, particularly established high-trust websites. Just be careful not to focus on this. Most of your links should come from related, high-authority sites. You don't have to choose sites that cover your specific topic, but they should have some relevance to what you do, or, if you run a business, what you're offering. For example, if you have a yoga business, it would be fine to get links from a health and wellness store, a dance studio, or a wellness blogger. A shooting range probably wouldn't be appropriate and wouldn't do much to help your page rank rating. So, how do you go about getting these related links in the first place? Before we get into link building strategies, there's one thing you must always keep in mind. Never pay for links, as this is against Google's guidelines. Google's link schemes list also outlines all the other things you should never do when trying to get backlinks. Link building strategies that work. Find popular content, then make it better. If you're just starting out trying to acquire backlinks and you're prepared to put in some work, there's a solid strategy you can employ that will help you in your goal every time. The great thing is, it's an organic way to acquire both traffic and links. And all you need to do is create one amazing piece of content. By discovering a popular piece of content that's already performing well for your target keyword, then making it better, you can get a great head start. It's not about copying anything, as you need to bring something new to the table. The goal here is to analyze how you can do things better, so you can offer people a totally original and unique improved version. Following the steps in this strategy to improve on popular content will help you boost the number of good backlinks you get, and it will also help you increase your website or blog traffic. 4 steps to creating amazing content that will get you backlinks. 1. Step 1. Find high-performing content. First, grab your target keyword or phrase and start typing it in Google. Look in the drop-down to see what Google suggests other searchers have been searching for, and click on one of the suggestion search phrases. If you have a website design business, you might type website design into Google, for example, and then Google might show you that other people have been searching for the term DIY website design. See what results are displayed on the first page of search for that item. Click through to the first 5 or 10 and try to assess why these pieces of content are performing so well. 2. Step 2. Make it better. Try and identify any flaws in the content you're looking at, such as a lack of detail or multimedia, so you can improve on these and offer people something that's an upgrade. Do any of the top performing posts lack crucial information? If so, make sure you include this in your improved version. Are most of the top results for your chosen phrase PDF files? As most people prefer to read content in a blog post format, by creating one, you'll be more likely to win traffic. 3. Step 3. Ask for expert input. Before you sit down to create your own piece, draw up a list of relevant people who might be willing to give their input. Preferably, they should be experts in their niche, so they can share their top tips, tricks, or thoughts. It's great publicity for them as you'll be mentioning their business in your posts. Once you've hit publish, you can contact them again to let them know the post is live, so they can share your content with their audience. Some of them might even link to your post, providing you with more high-quality backlinks. Step 4. Promote your content. Once you've created an awesome piece of content that's an improvement on the blogs already out there, you need to promote like crazy. If you skip this step, you won't be giving your hard work the best chance possible, as there's just so much competition out there. The first thing you should do is get in contact with influencers in your niche to ask them if they might be interested in featuring your post. Ideally, you should do this before you publish, so they have a chance to plan their content schedule. If they do decide to feature your piece, you'll get lots of social shares, plus a handy backlink from an ultra-relevant and popular site. Next, draw up a list of popular blogs in your sector that feature high-quality content like yours, and send them a brief email to ask if they might like to post a link to your piece. This is another great way of getting backlinks Google will love, as your link will be featured on a site that's extremely relevant. Did you name-check any brands or other businesses in your post? If so, reach out and tell them, as they'll be happy and may well share your piece with their audience. For example, if your post was about cookery and you mentioned you use a certain type of smoothie maker, email that brand and let them know. The final step is to remember to get back in touch with any experts you included in your piece. They will almost certainly share your work with their followers on social media, and some may link to your content on their blog or website too. Guest posting. If you're looking to increase your backlinks, guest posting can be a good way to get more, though you should make sure to approach it in the right way if you don't want to end up wasting your time. When approaching correctly, guest posting helps you build your links fast when you're just starting out and can attract more traffic to your website and business. 3 key things to bear in mind if you want to guest post to get more backlinks. 1. Make sure you're posting on relevant sites. Having multiple pieces published on tons of unrelated sites won't help you in Google search. Draw up a list of websites that accept guest posts first. Then write down a few ideas for posts. After you've done that, get in touch with the main contact for the website, offering 1 or 2 of your best ideas for a post. 2. Don't stuff your posts with keyword-rich anchor text. To get max traffic while avoiding Google frowning on your content, when you're guest posting, do the opposite of what you typically do on your own website. That means posting links with anchor text that contains your website or business name instead of your keywords. If you're linking to a guide to SEO, for example, your anchor text could say, "The SEO Supremo," if that's your business name, rather than SEO Strategy Guide, which is what the post is about. 3. Don't overdo it. Backlinks from guest posts shouldn't make up more than 5 to 10% of your overall backlinks, or your site could get penalized by Google. Guest posting is a great way to start building backlinks, but it should never form the backbone of your link acquiring strategy. Create content people can't help linking to with linkable assets. A linkable asset is a piece of content that people find so valuable that they link to it a lot. It's not as simple as creating a high-quality piece of content. A linkable asset needs to be so indispensable, website owners and bloggers can't help linking to it. Creating linkable assets will really help you attract more backlinks. But what type of content should you be focusing on creating if you want to turn your posts into linkable assets? A linkable asset is anything that is either a unique piece of content on a unique topic that's also informational, a piece of research no one else has already put out there, a well-done infographic or video explainer on a popular topic that helps people understand a subject better, a piece of content on a popular topic that's so helpful it's better than what's already out there. Some linkable assets you could create that would fit this criteria: unique industry study or piece of research, fact-checking article on a popular or trending topic, handy visual explainer guide or resource, free tool that helps people do something easier, curated list of high-quality practical tips, or a list of helpful resources. Your linkable asset doesn't have to be super in-depth. The important thing is that it's helpful. The two main things you should focus on when creating a linkable asset are: 1. Making your content useful to people. 2. Providing a piece of content that offers more than what's already out there. Bear both these aims in mind when you sit down to create your linkable asset. Align your content with user search intent. Search intent refers to the reasons search engine users perform a search in the first place, and typically, there are 3 primary reasons why someone might use search. 1. To find a product. Transactional search with a view to purchase something. If someone is searching for local gyms to work out in, they might type in gyms near Bedford. A person who is looking to buy some new trainers might enter running shoes or workout footwear. 2. To find information. Informational searches are usually carried out to learn something about a topic or person or find out something like a recipe. A searcher might enter peanut butter smoothie recipe or look up Bill Gates' age, for example. 3. To look up a brand. A combination of the above 2 types of search, since at some point people who perform branded searches usually consider a purchase. A branded search is an indirect transactional search, though people aren't specifically looking to buy from you in that moment. It's not purely informational because the reason they want to find out more about your brand is usually because they're thinking about purchasing from you. Branded searches are great for your Google ranking, particularly if you have a local business. In general, you should be attempting to make sure your content is consistent with your target visitor's search intent. This is where keyword research can really help, allowing to better understand what your customers or visitors search for and what terms they use to search for it. By creating content that closely matches user search intent, you'll attract the type of traffic you want and will perform much better in search. You'll also be able to tailor your content better to get people to take the actions you want, whether that's to subscribe, engage, or make a purchase. User signals. Google assesses user intent to monitor how browsers interact with search engine results, so it can match web pages to search requests to provide users with more relevant results. If Google sees that many searchers pass over your page and results and prefer to click on other results instead, it will mark your content as not the most relevant for that type of search. The more this keeps happening, the worse your page or site will rank for that search term. Another user signal that can get you downgraded by Google is when users click through to your search result, but then bounce right back to the other search results Google displayed. This is sometimes called pogo sticking and is a factor that can cause you to lose ranking in Google for particular search terms. Every time this happens, you score another mark against your page for that specific keyword or phrase, as Google sees it as less of a fit. So, how can you ensure searchers choose you in search results? And how can you keep them on your site when they do click through so you give off the right signals to Google? How to optimize user signals so you score highly in Google search. Match the keyword you're ranking for. First, you should make your page's content match the keyword you're trying to rank for as closely as possible. This is the most important thing you can do to boost your user signals, as it means that when people do click through to your page, they find relevant content and stick around. Make sure your content introduction is clear. Your intro should give a brief summary of your content and outline the benefits of staying on your page. Tell people what they're going to get if they hang around in terms of benefits to them. In your intro, say things like, read on to discover how to make your own delicious tasting smoothie recipes easily and cheaply at home. Don't say more generic informational things like, smoothies are really beneficial to your health and help to revitalize the body. Leave that type of detail for later. Make sure you've optimized your meta description too. Your meta description is the descriptive paragraph that shows up under your page link in search results. You'll find it in the Edit Settings section when you come to edit your website. Ensure it really sells your page and tells people exactly what it's about and why they need to click through. Use appealing, high-quality visuals. People love images, videos, and infographics, and many will quickly leave your page if all they see is a wall of text. Make sure you include plenty of attractive, relevant images and graphics in your posts, as these add interest, keep people engaged, and help break up text walls. Use subheaders, too, to break content into neat, structured sections so people can skip to the most relevant parts of your piece if they don't want to read the whole thing. Include internal and external links. Your page content should have both internal and external links, so people can click to learn more about the subjects and things you talk about in your posts without having to return to search. Include enough internal and external links so people won't have to bounce back to the search engine results page to look up information and can just click out from your page. This will greatly help improve your user signals you're sending back to Google by preventing pogo sticking. Optimize your page's loading speed. People have limited patience, especially on the internet, and if a page is too slow to load, they'll return straight to the search results page. Check your site's loading speed using Google's Page Speed Insights, and if it's too slow, follow the recommendations to make it faster. Loading speed is a crucial ranking factor that research has discovered has a direct link between loading times and bounce rates, so it's important not to ignore it. Create content that's easy to read. Use a font that doesn't make people's eyes go funny and that they don't have to squint to read, and use bold headers and subheaders to clearly mark out sections. If your font is too small, people won't hang around. So use bigger fonts on a higher size setting if you are in any doubt. Avoid cluttered, overly fussy fonts and novelty fonts too. They might look great, but they're hard to read. Make use of bullet points and use lists as well, as these help break up your content into easily digestible sections. Make sure your content is current. If people see you've included out-of-date information or information that's widely known to have been debunked, they'll click off and bounce straight back to Google. This means that you'll need to update old posts if you want to retain maximum engagement and send out the right user signals. Even if info isn't out of date, consider adding new information to your old posts when it's relevant to do so. Expanding on a topic over time will help you attract a new audience who will return again and again to your posts, as they'll know you'll keep it updated. Thanks for watching. We hope you've enjoyed this beginner's guide to SEO and that you now feel you have a good understanding of the basics. Remember, all it takes is a little effort and patience. If you apply the knowledge you've learned here and practice, you will see results. We believe deeply in our students and take the greatest care to provide you with the most relevant and essential information that helps you grow in your expertise. You can be confident that with the new knowledge you've learned, you'll have everything you need to make a great head start in the world of SEO. If you're looking to build a career in SEO, it's a great idea to get some experience first. Why not start by working on your own website and then offer to help your family and friends for free or a nominal payment? This is an excellent way to flex your SEO muscles as well as acquire the experience you need. We love to hear from all our students, so if you've enjoyed this video, remember to give us a great review and your feedback too, to let us know how you got on. We really appreciate every single review, and your feedback motivates us to create more cutting-edge, unique content, which we'll continue to share with you, our beloved students. Would you be our hero right now by leaving us a review if you found this video helpful? We're always here to provide you with the very latest SEO techniques and digital marketing strategies, and to offer you our full support. Remember, always keep in mind, you can win at SEO with our help and just a little practice and effort. Thanks so much for watching. Thomas Moravec, Beck Robertson, and the rest of the team.
My dearest student, thank you for watching all the animations, enjoying the video. I am so happy for you. You are so fantastic student. You're getting ready to reach magnificent success. And what is really, really important is not just watch, but also remember, revise, keep in your mind. And I know this you will love so much. So we follow up with next big mega quiz for local search engine optimization. So please proceed it. Keep everything in your mind. Or the map pack, everything you need to remember in and out. So no matter if you need it for your business, if you need it for careers, if you meet a client and he will ask you to explain how does it work, the local search engine optimization, you will know everything in and out. So I'm so happy. Please proceed the quiz, enjoy it, and please get ready because you will reach unlimited success.
Modern SEO. We'll be talking about modern SEO next. It becomes important to be at par with the ongoing trends since the SEO landscape is constantly changing since Google rolls out thousands of updates every year. And that's why it becomes important to have the knowledge, the know-how of the ongoing trends in the SEO world. And it might seem tough to find out exactly what are the emerging trends in the current year, which is why we have made this section for you. We'll walk you through different things like domain authority, the rise of visual search, the rise of videos, voice search optimization, featured snippets, mastering search intent, combating decreasing center and backlinks. First one is domain authority. What exactly is domain authority? Well, domain authority is the credibility of your website, and is used to determine how trustworthy you are, and how trustworthy your site is. In earlier times, domain authority used to be all about backlinks, but it is not the case now. Now Google evaluates your site based on EAT. What is EAT? It stands for expertise, authoritativeness, and trustworthiness. In short, EAT. In many ways, EAT is the Domain Authority 2.0. Last year, Google's Quality Rater guidelines really focused on EAT. It was important even before, but in recent times, its importance seems to have increased. In Google's How Search Works report, they clearly mention that they want to rank reliable sources. So how can you increase your EAT score? Here's how. First, be an expert of your topic. Or hire one. Because if you hire random freelancers to write your content, you will be in trouble. Since Google has said that they only rank credible sources, things written by random freelancers don't have much of a chance being featured on the first page. Google goes as far as to say that medical content needs to be written by medical health professionals. Google is also making use of softwares to figure out who's behind a certain piece of content, making this a tough thing to fake. Therefore, it's important to be credible in 2020, if you want good rankings. Be transparent. Google points out that they expect most of the websites to have some sort of information about who is responsible for the website. This means, having a thorough about page, easy to find contact page, references and external links to sources, privacy policy and terms of service and author bylines on every article. Another step is to get cited. Most of Google's evaluation of EAT happens off of your website, which makes sense since anyone can claim to be an expert otherwise. But getting other websites to agree with you? That's a whole different story. In fact, Google specifically mentions this in their guidelines that one website says one thing about itself and other reputable websites disagree with what the website says. Trust the external sources. So you need to get cited in lots of different external websites. Reputed websites. Second, be specific to a particular niche or field. Your site, as a whole, needs to be associated with a certain topic. Which again comes down to off-site mentions. Number 2. A very important rising trend, which is visual search. Based on how it is taking off, visual search is bound to take off in coming years. To put this into perspective, Google Lens has already been used 1 billion times. Pinterest gets 600 million visual searches per month. 36% of American consumers have already used visual search. Even though visual search technology is still at an early phase, it works really well. You can test it out by scanning the stuff in your room with Google Lens. You'll probably find that it can identify pretty much everything. Google Lens can identify 1 billion objects, and that number is growing every day. People use visual searches for a lot of factors like shopping, directions, identifying landmarks, local business reviews, translations, recipes and lots more. So how can you optimize your website for visual search? Image SEO is the key. First step is to use descriptive delay names and write alt text for every image. According to Google's guidelines, they prefer pages which are authoritative, fresh and feature the image at the top of their website. Number 3. The rise of videos. Online videos is all the rage right now. According to Cisco, online video will make up 80% of all online traffic by 2021. And that is a really big deal. Therefore, video should be a part of your digital marketing plans. Here's how you can use video to improve your SEO. Video featured snippets. You've probably noticed more video featured snippets in the search results. So here are 3 most important things to do to get your video content in a featured snippet. Organize your content into discrete sections. This is really important. Clear sections help Google understand the content in your video. And this in turn makes it easy for them to use different clips from your video in a snippet. Second is optimizing your video for SEO. Google uses your title, description and tags to figure out what your video is all about. So, apart from publishing videos with well-defined content, it is also important to optimize your videos for SEO. A study of 165 videos found that 80% of all the videos in featured snippets contained a keyword in the title. Third, a transcript. It is really important to provide text-based transcript of your videos. The captions generated by YouTube are really great, but not perfect. Hence it becomes important to upload a well-crafted transcript. Another important point is to grow your YouTube channel. And if you don't have a YouTube channel yet, you're missing out. YouTube is already the world's largest search engine. And it is still growing. More and more people are searching for stuff on YouTube than before. It is really too big a search engine to ignore. And most marketers are too lazy to make a video, so you can get valuable brownie points by making a video. That is, if you can make high quality videos. And it gets better. When you publish SEO optimized YouTube videos, you'll own more Google real estate. Embed your video content into text-based blog posts. That's because people want to see more content. So it's always better to embed videos into your blog posts. Another emerging and very important trend is voice search optimization. Voice search optimization is the next big thing. It is evident from these facts. 41% of adults perform at least one voice search every day. Voice search performed in Google are up by 35 times since 2008. Keeping these in mind, it is important to optimize your suite for voice search. Here's how you can do it. First of all, your content should already rank high in the Google search results. And by high, I mean in the top 3. According to a study, Google tended to source voice search answers from content that ranked in the top 3 search results. It's also important to include a question and answer in your content, since the majority of voice searches are questions like how to do a pull-up or who starred in Shawshank Redemption. When that happens, Google usually picks a page which contains the question and the answer. Which is why FAQ pages work really well for voice search. Ranking in featured snippet also helps a lot. A study revealed that 4 out of 10 voice search results come directly from a featured snippet. Which brings us to our next point. That is optimizing for featured snippets. According to SEMrush, 11.52% of all search results have a featured snippet. And they're stealing a lot of clicks from the number 1 spot. As the new saying goes, 0 is the new number 1. So how do you get your content to appear in the featured snippets? You start with finding opportunities. By doing keywords research. Keywords that you already rank for. Why? Because 99.57% of all featured snippets are from pages that rank on the first page for that term. So if you aren't on the first page, you have 0 chances of being ranked as a featured snippet. Second point is to add snippet bait to the page. Snippet bait is a 40 to 60 word block of content specifically designed to rank in J featured snippet spot. Why 40 to 60 words, you might ask? Because according to a study by SEMrush, they found out that most of the featured snippets are 40 to 60 words long. You could also use different types of snippet baits like list snippets, by using H2 and H3 subheaders for every item in your list. Or table snippets, by creating a table Google can easily pull data from. Another point at the core of SEO is search intent. It is really the backbone of SEO. Why? Because any content which doesn't match search intent, simply doesn't get ranked. So how do you figure out search intent? It starts with keyword research. You have to figure out the search intent behind each keyword. And you have to create something that exactly matches the search intent. Your content and keyword should be exactly what the people are searching for. Another method is to optimize your old content. You can change or modify your old content to make it better, to make it a better fit for the search intent, or just to improve user experience. It can have a good effect on your website. Backlinks still remain a key factor for the SEO. SEO is, eventually, all about content and backlinks. Without amazing content, you'll never be able to get backlinks, and without backlinks, you'll never be able to rank on the first page of Google. Backlinks are that important. Therefore, quality content and backlinks should be the main focus of your SEO.
My dearest student, it has been always a great challenge for me to understand technical SEO. What it really means. I was always just using SEO Yoast and did not really have the perfect insights. And you might have the same feeling. What it really means, this architecture, sitemap, and all these technical questions that you would love to understand, and somebody would explain it to you some human way. So this is something I am really happy about, that we can share the complete guide to technical SEO. So if somebody will ask you about different questions for technical SEO, and you will be asking for the job, or you will be meeting the client and he will be wishing to have consultant that can understand this, you can succeed. And this is truly great, because this will give you more power, more possibilities, and help you to be better SEO consultant.
We will be talking about technical SEO next. You're going to learn about all the things related to technical SEO like crawling and indexing, XML sitemaps, duplicate content, structured data, Herflang, and lots more. Technical SEO is one of the most important parts of search engine optimization, and you need to make sure that your website is fully optimized for it to be crawled by Google. You need to make sure that your technical SEO is up to speed, and this guide will help you achieve that. So we are going to start from technical SEO fundamentals. Specifically, we'll be covering what technical SEO is and why it is really important in 2020, and we'll also show you what is and what isn't considered as technical SEO. So what exactly is technical SEO? To summarize, technical SEO is the process of ensuring that your website meets the technical requirements of search engines in order to improve organic traffic. Some important elements of technical SEO include crawling and indexing, rendering, and website architecture. So why is technical SEO important? You can have the best website with the best content, but if your technical SEO is messed up, you are not going to perform well in the search rankings. To put it simply, Google needs your technical SEO perfect in order to rank it and in order to find your website and crawl and index the pages of your website, which is why technical SEO is really necessary. But that is not all. That's just scratching the surface. Even if your site's pages are indexed, that doesn't mean your work is done. There are a lot of other factors which go into improving the technical SEO of your website. For example, your site needs to be fully optimized, free of duplicate content, fast loading, mobile friendly, and a lot of other things which include the technical optimization aspects of SEO. You don't have to go into much detail, but the easier you make it for Google to access your content, the better chance you have to rank. So how can you improve technical SEO? Some of the factors you can work upon in technical SEO is JavaScript, XML sitemaps, site architecture, URL structure, structured data of content, duplicate content, Herflang, canonical tags, 404 pages, 301 redirects, and even that is not all. Fortunately, you are going to read about all of them and more in the guide. Let's start with site architecture. Architecture should be the number one step of your technical SEO campaign, even before crawling and indexing. This is important because most of the crawling and indexing issues happen due to poorly structured websites. So you can decrease the error rate of your website by improving your site architecture, and then you don't need to worry about indexing issues. Another thing is that your site architecture influences almost everything you do on your site, from URLs to your sitemap. Everything is influenced by your site architecture, so it should be the main thing you start your campaign from. Focusing on site architecture will make your SEO tasks a lot easier. So how do we start? First thing is using a flat, organized site structure. So what exactly is site structure? It is how all of the pages on your website are organized, and it is always better to have a flat site architecture. To put it simply, all your site's pages should be only a few links away from one another. It is really important because if structured this way, it becomes far easier for Google to crawl your site and to index your pages. You also have to make your site super organized and not messy. Messy structure usually creates orphan pages, which are pages which don't have any internal links pointing to them, and which makes it hard to fix ID and indexing issues. Second thing is to have a consistent URL structure. You don't have to overthink it, you just have to follow a consistent URL logical structure. It can help people to make sense of where they are, and additional information in the URL can provide extra information to Google, which will help your site. One very important thing is breadcrumb navigation. Breadcrumb navigation is super SEO friendly because they automatically add internal links to category and sub-pages on your website, which helps to organize your site structure. Another thing is crawling, rendering, and indexing. You will get to know how to fix crawl errors and how to send search engine spiders to deep pages on your website. You have to first spot the indexing issues on your website. You can do it in 3 ways. First is coverage report in Google Search Console. This report lets you know if Google is unable to fully index the pages which you want indexed. Another option is a tool called Screaming Frog, which is the world's most famous crawler, and it is really good. You can use it to crawl your whole website. You can also use RF Site Audit Tool, which will give you the overall technical health of your website. The biggest problem in technical SEO indexing is getting the deep pages in your website indexed. Flat site architecture usually prevents this issue from happening, because if you implement a flat site architecture, your deepest page will only be 3 to 4 clicks away from your homepage. Google stated that XML sitemaps are the second most important source for finding URLs, so you might want to double check that your sitemap is all good. You can do this by going in Google Search Console and looking at sitemaps. You can also go to Google Search Console and inspect if the URLs on your website are getting indexed or not. Another really important thing is to not have thin and duplicate content on your website. If your website is filled with unique content, then you probably don't need to worry about this. However, duplicate content can be present on your site without you realizing it. The same goes for thin content. Both can overall hurt your site rankings, so it's worth finding and fixing about. You're going to learn exactly how to fix this issue in this section. You can use a tool to check your website for duplicate content. There are 2 tools which are really great. First is Raven Tools Site Auditor, which can show your website for duplicate content or thin content. You can also use RF Site Audit Tool to check your site for duplicate content. You'll also have to check if your site is not using content from other sites, which you can do with a tool called Copyscape. Most of the sites are going to have pages with some amount of duplicate content in them, which is okay. However, if those pages are getting indexed, then that can be problematic. This problem can be solved by adding the noindex tag to those pages, which tells Google and other search engines to not index the page. There is one more option to solve the problem of duplicate content, which is canonical URLs. Canonical tags are used for pages which have very similar content on them but with minor differences, like in e-commerce sites. Canonical tag allows Google to only index the main page of the website and to ignore the copied pages. We'll be talking about one really important issue, which is the speed of a website. You can directly impact your website's ranking by improving the page speed of your website, and it can make a significant dent in your organic traffic. There are 3 ways in which you can do that. First is reducing the web page size. In a study, we found out that a page's total size correlated with load times more than any other factor, which means that you can compress images and cache out your site, but it is going to do nothing if your pages are huge. You can reduce the size of your web page to improve the site speed. You also have to set up the CDNs correctly, which you can check romwebpagetests.org. Eliminating third-party scripts also adds an average of 34 milliseconds to the load time. Now we will tell you some extra technical SEO tips. If your site has different versions of your page for different countries and languages, then the hreflang tag can be a huge help. Also, having dead links on your website is not as bad as having broken internal links. Broken internal links make it harder for Googlebot to find and crawl your website pages. Structured data is another trend, and setting it up increases your click-through rate and gives some of your pages rich snippets, which will indirectly help your SEO efforts. Being mobile-friendly is a really important aspect of technical SEO, and your website can get a ranking decrease if your site is not mobile-friendly. This has been a summary about technical SEO. Now we will be talking about some case studies, and you can see how it can help your SEO efforts. Case Study 1. When Felix Norton audited one of his clients' websites for technical issues, he found out that there were no internal links. The clients were publishing a ton of high-quality content, but the traffic and rankings were not improving. That's when Felix decided to add internal links to their high-priority pages, content pieces, product pages, and pieces of related content. This provided them a 250% traffic boost within a week of adding these internal links. You can read more case studies by reading the blogs given in the resource section or watching the videos.
My dearest student, I am so happy to welcome you in this section, because this section is so magnificent. And I am so happy to share this with you. Local SEO. So if you have any local business, it can be hotel, restaurant, or any kind of place you need to get more people, you need people to find you more. Then you probably have some understanding about Google My Business that we go really deep in the next section. But you might know that there is a TripAdvisor, but I really want you to understand the local SEO much deeper. Of course, you need to set up your where to go, how to find you, contact page on your website. Of course, you need to create business profile for Facebook and of course for Google My Business and LinkedIn. But this is just general information, but we are going to go really deep about the understanding the power of Google Maps, Google My Business, and different locations. And especially what we are going to talk is NAP, name, address, phone. This is very important for you because this name, address, phone will help you greatly to get more in local Google search. We will also talk how we can use the power of normal search to empower your local business. We will also talk more about the creation of better title, better meta to get more for you. So basically, this is something very, very important for us, this local SEO setup. It's connected to social media, to website, but especially to this NAP. So I believe that this section will be very, very useful for you and it can greatly help to your local business. And then you can empower your local business or you can sell this service for any local businesses on monthly basis. So please enjoy it, please be happy for it, and please reach great success.
This is your ultimate guide to becoming a local SEO pro. Hi and welcome to the Ultimate Guide to Local SEO. You're about to embark on the first step of your journey to becoming a local SEO expert, as we share the latest, cutting-edge techniques to take you from beginner to pro. The good news is, you don't need to have any prior knowledge of local SEO to become a local search master, as with our easy and fast unique learning format, we'll break down every important aspect into easily digestible sections. In this course, you'll learn all the essential factors that make up a good local SEO strategy, including keyword research, Google Maps, the importance of Google My Business and more. You'll learn how to optimize your website to push it onto the first page of Google, how behavioral signals can affect your local search score, and how to get more inbound links and NAP citations to push you up the ranks. With our help, you'll know everything you need to about local SEO, and will be armed with solid strategies, so you can improve your approach and increase your local search position. Using high-quality video explainers, you can watch as we demonstrate core techniques, so you can see in real time how to set everything up for success. You'll access animated videos that will break down the most important aspects, and help you quickly learn, so you can put everything we teach into practice. All you need to do is be ready to learn, hungry for success, and determined to succeed. If you meet those 3 criteria, and you complete this course, you will have the right tools for great success. Whether you're a local business owner, looking to attract more visitors to your website, or a marketer who wants to promote local brands, with this comprehensive course, you'll learn pro techniques and strategies that will dramatically improve your local SEO approach. Let's talk about why local SEO is important. Did you know that 4 out of 5 consumers now perform local searches? If your business doesn't have a solid local SEO strategy in place, you'll be losing out on 80% of your potential customers. On top of this, 46% of all Google searches are now done with local intent, so it's crucial to adopt an effective local SEO strategy if you want to maximize the chance of your business being discovered. As 72% of all local searchers will go on to visit a business within 5 miles of their location, you'll miss out on a lot of custom if users can't find you, or don't know you exist. Local SEO isn't just about making sure your address information is correctly displayed, or you have a listing on Yelp or Google My Business, although that's important. It incorporates a combination of equally important factors, from keywords, to building inbound backlinks and optimizing your website for local search, right through to your online reviews and social media content and engagement. In this video, we will go into the most essential things you need to know to adopt a good SEO strategy. We will help you lay down strong foundations that you will build on later in this course, in more in-depth explainer and animated videos. Be prepared to put in a little effort, but if you don't get where you want to be straight away, remember, never be discouraged, as it takes everyone a little time to see success. If you are prepared to learn and apply the information we share, you will be successful, providing you're determined to do well. With this course, you're at an excellent advantage, as we've drawn on our years of SEO experience, to create materials that will ensure your ultimate success. Ready to get started on your journey to becoming a local search master? Keep watching as we take a dive into the most important things you need to know. So what exactly is local SEO? Local SEO is the art of optimizing the online visibility and discoverability of your business to customers in your physical location. It also helps online potential customers to find out where your business is located in real life. Local SEO has a lot in common with normal SEO, but includes the promotion of your location information, which you will need to optimize your strategy around. When Google ranks websites for local SEO, it examines normal SEO ranking factors and a set of unique local search factors. You need to score highly in both to do well in local search. Here are some of Google's local search ranking factors. Where a person is searching from, the amount of name, address, phone number citations your business has, whether you have a Google My Business listing, your Google My Business profile keywords, how many positive or negative online reviews your business has, what keywords are used in your online reviews, how many check-ins your business has received, and how long people stay at your location, how many times your local business has been shared on social media, your brand's Google Maps star rating, other behavioral factors like purchases. There are also some other key things you will need to do if you want to be successful with local SEO, that you wouldn't have to bother with if you had a purely online brand. For best results, you must optimize for the Google Map Pack, get visible on relevant local review sites, and use research tools like Yelp and Google Suggest to select the best keywords to pair with your location word. Ultimately, your goal should be to rank high in local search. You can achieve this by following the tips and strategies in this video and on this course. Doing this will help you tweak your approach, so that every time someone searches for a business like yours in your area, you appear at the top. Let's talk about Google Map Pack and organic local search results. When Google users make a local search, typically a keyword followed by a location, like Plumbers London, Google returns 3 different types of results, which are sponsored ads, Map Pack results, organic search results. In this video, we'll be explaining how the last 2 types, Map Pack and organic search, impact your rankings, and laying out the factors you need to optimize to improve your local search score. So what is the Google Map Pack? Google uses the Map Pack to return results back to you based on your nearness to their location. It displays the location of these results in the form of a map and pulls the top 3 nearest your location. The Map Pack is a superb chance to generate tons of calls or website visits, as Google displays a call icon with results if users are on a mobile, or a website icon to desktop or laptop searchers. Let us tell you how to rank well with the Google Map Pack. There are several key factors you need to optimize if you want to rank well in the Map Pack. First is Google My Business. Google pulls info from your Google My Business profile to analyze your proximity, categories, and keywords, like the keywords used in your business title. It's important to put the most important keywords in your title as well as your description. You should also try and keep the photos on your Google My Business profile fresh and updated. Second is links, as Google assesses your inbound anchor text, as well as your linking domain authority and quantity. Third are reviews. Google will look at the quantity and quality of reviews you have, as well as their diversity, and the speed with which you acquire new reviews. Reviews have never been so important to rank well on Google. To put you in first position, Google needs to see that your customers are happy, and that you are the right match for local searchers. Google also considers reviews on TripAdvisor, Yelp, and Facebook, as well as Google My Business reviews. Fourth is NAP. Google reviews your NAP data, which is your name, address, phone number, looks at the keywords you have in your titles, and assesses your domain authority. And last is citations. Google will analyze your IEP, which stands for Internet Yellow Pages listing, as well as the amount of accurate name, address, phone number citations your business has on other websites. In this video, you'll learn what each of the Map Pack ranking factors are, and why they are important to your local SEO strategy. You'll also discover how to boost them, so you can appear higher in search results. Google has confirmed that to rank well in the Map Pack, you also need to do well in organic search results. This means you need to score highly on Google's traditional ranking factors too, so as well as improving your local search markers, you must follow normal good SEO practices as well. You need to analyze your Map Pack performance. To track how you are performing in the Google Map Pack, you can use the free tools Local Viking or Local Falcon, which let you get granular with your search results, so you can see where you really rank. This is important, as your Map Pack ranking can change depending on the information entered, even sometimes from street to street. So what are organic local search results? And how can you rank well in organic local search results? If you want to appear higher in local organic search results within Google, there are some important factors you need to optimize. First is links. Google checks your inbound anchor text, your linking domain authority, and your linking domain quantity. Second is on-page. Google looks for the presence of name, address, phone number data, checks the keywords in your titles, and reviews your domain authority. To score you highly, Google needs to be able to easily find clear contact information on all your website and business social media profiles. If you have a local business, pay special attention to your contact and how to find us pages, and always make sure you include both on your website. Third is behavioral. Google assesses your click-through rate, looks at your mobile-to-call rate, and analyzes your check-ins. Fourth is Google My Business. Google reviews your business's proximity, your stated categories, and your keywords, including the keyword in your business title. And last is citations. Google weighs up your Internet Yellow Pages, IYP, listing and looks at the amount of name, address, phone number, NAP, citation mentions your business has. Here are some more tips on ranking well in organic local search. If you have a local business, the most important thing to remember is that although you want to rank high in the map pack, organic search is still important. To optimize your organic local search rankings, you need to optimize your normal search ranking too, just as you do if you want to boost your map pack ranking. That means you must do all the things you usually would if you were looking to boost your search results, only with the addition of your location information. Make sure your website speed and image compression are optimal, your title and metadata are accurate and relevant, and your keywords are carefully chosen. Optimize your website layout so people can easily find the information they need and create high-value content with high-authority backlinks. In this course, you'll learn how to optimize your website for both local and traditional search, so you can rise higher in local search results and get discovered by more people searching for brands in your sector and area. Now we'll be talking about keyword research. One tool is Google Keyword Planner. Google's Keyword Planner lets you search large amounts of data for niche locations, so you can see which keywords will help you appear higher in local search. Google Keyword Planner is most helpful if you've already picked a selection of keywords and want to discover which will perform better, based on data insights. If you're stuck for keywords, Google has another handy tool you can use, the Start with a Website feature. To access it, you first need a Google account, then you'll need to sign in to Google Ads. Once you're there, open the Google Keywords Planner, and select Discover New Keywords. You'll then see two choices, Start with Keywords, or the Start with a Website. Click on the Start with a Website tab, then enter the homepage address of a local competitor, and you'll immediately see numerous Google keyword suggestions. These will all be based on the keywords your competitor is using on their page. This is an easy and fast way to get high-performing, relevant keywords that will help your business stand out and get discovered in local search. Another tool you can use is Yelp Suggest. Yelp has a handy suggest tool that works similarly to Google Suggest, and you can use it to find appropriate keywords that will get your business found when someone performs a local search. To get started, just need to type in a keyword a local customer might enter to try and find a business like yours. You'll then be shown a whole bunch of keywords, including keywords that won't necessarily contain the word you entered. For example, if you typed in London Wedding Planner, Yelp might suggest London Events Organizer, South London Receptions, or London Parties. This gives you great food for thought and allows you to expand your keyword choice in ways you might not have thought of. You can also use Google Suggest. You can also use Google Suggest tool, which is available directly via the Google search box to find relevant keywords for your business. With Google Suggest, it's important to ensure you use terms local customers will search for, as otherwise you'll get much more general results. Type plumbing into the Google search box, for example, and you'll see a huge list of results come up underneath, ranging from near me searches to Wikipedia and global information sites. By typing in Plumbing Boston instead, you'll see more relevant keywords to potentially use. Lastly, we have voice search. Don't forget to choose keywords for Google local voice searches, as these are important too. 20% of all Google mobile searches are now voice searches, and typically, these tend to be longer than keyed-in terms. Think vegetarian restaurants in Peterborough open now as opposed to vegetarian restaurant Peterborough, when you are picking keyword terms to include in your content, profiles, and pages for local voice search. To find voice search keyword suggestions, first search your keywords using the Google search box. Collect the results into a list, then pair these results with question modifiers, like who is or how do. You can then Google search with these question modifiers to get an idea of more potential related questions people have already searched for. For example, say your main keyword is dog grooming and you entered it into Google and have collected a list of search suggestions that Google threw up. One of Google's suggestions was dog grooming kits, so you asked Google, where can I find dog grooming kit, and got a bunch of related suggestions that included where is the closest dog groomer, where can I find dog grooming, and where can I go to get my dog groomed. As most voice searches are largely made using questions, doing this will help you find what people are likely to search for when they conduct a search using questions. You can use this to find different question phrases people are searching for, that you can use for voice search keywords. Let's talk about structuring your website for local SEO. Start with creating a contact page. If you have a local brand, you must have a dedicated contact page, as people now want detailed information about your brand, including your contact details. On your contact page, you should display your name, your phone, email, and your business's full address. Your name, phone, and address details together are also commonly referred to as NAP data, though your email isn't. We will explain NAP data and why it's so crucial to local search in more detail shortly. Make sure your website contact details are clearly displayed, current, and accurate, so people can get in touch with you without any issues. After your contact page, make your phone numbers clickable. As over 30% of all local searches are done via mobiles, it's important to be as accessible as possible to searchers who want to connect with your brand. An easy way of doing this is to make your phone numbers clickable for mobile versions of your website. This saves people having to take the extra step of copying your number and switching apps when they want to call you. The searcher will then get an automatic prompt when they click on the link that will ask them if they'd like to place a call. Make sure you make your phone numbers clickable via text links and not graphics, as Google needs to be able to crawl the data. You also should display your phone number at the head of every page of your website, as mobile devices are now the primary means by which users conduct local searches. After that, add a location map to your site. As 86% of local searches look up a business's location using Google Maps, it makes sense to add a map with your location to your website. That way, people can immediately see where you're located, without having to leave your site to look you up. Embedding a Google map on your About or Contact page gives you a 2-for-1, as you can show your website visitors where to find you and let Google know where you are located, which will help with your local search score. To embed your Google map, just search for your business location on Google Maps, then click on the drop-down menu at the top corner of the screen and select Embed. You'll get an embed code which you can copy and paste into your site's HTML to display your location on your website. It is also important to incorporate schema. Schema.org was created to provide a common language between websites and search engines like Google and Bing. It helps search engines understand what your website is about, so they can rank its relevance when returning results for local search. If you add the most relevant schema markup for your local business to your website, you'll be letting Google know you're a local business and not a big global brand. Including schema markers can help you confirm the nature of your business as well as its location to Google, and this may give a slight boost to your position in local search. To add schema to your website quickly, you can make use of the many free online schema tools that take the information you enter and generate HTML code. You can then copy and paste this code to the HTML head section of your website. Google's Structured Data Helper and Data Highlighter will let you easily add in schema markup data to your website, or you can use the free JSON generator offered by the Schema app. Once you've added in your schema information, you can also use Google's Data Helper tool to test how it displays. Google's Add Structured Data tool helps you add any type of structured data to a HTML website. The structured data you generate using the tool will be eligible to appear as a graphical search result, which can help you reach many more people. If you have a local restaurant or are a local food producer, for example, you could use the Add Structured Data tool to turn your recipes or meal ideas into rich results. Don't forget to test your data in Google's Structured Data Testing tool after you enter it, to check there are no errors. After that, incorporate keywords in your site. Make sure your location keyword appears high up on every page, ideally in your headline. Optimize your homepage's title tag, ensuring it includes your location and 2 or 3 high-performing keywords that are niche relevant. Don't forget your metadata, as this helps you boost your click-through rate. Never overstuff your meta description with keywords though, instead make it catchy and short, and include one mention of your location. When you sit down to write your meta description, imagine you're giving an elevator pitch to someone, to convince them to visit your website or give your company a try. You can check out Google Ads in your local niche to get good examples of short persuasive copy that will work, including keywords. If you decide to use one, don't copy word for word, instead rewrite them so they are totally unique. Also ensure your website is mobile optimized. Did you know 9 out of 10 smartphone users perform local searches while they are out and about? If you have a local business, It's important to make sure your website displays and navigates well on mobile devices, as many people will look up your information while they are on the move. If you're building your website yourself, free tools like WordPress or Wix make it easy to get a sleek-looking mobile-optimized website, though you still need to check how your chosen template performs on smartphones and tablets. If someone else is building your website, let them know that it's critical your site functions well on mobile devices, as if it doesn't, people will lose patience fast, and you'll lose custom. And lastly, check for errors. As with any SEO strategy, to score highly with local SEO, you need to make sure your website is online and error-free. Consider improving your internal linking structure to make it easy for people to navigate to what they need, and check your website and pages to make sure they're online and don't have any bugs. You can use free tools like Screaming Frog to check your website's images, links, scripts, and apps, to see if you have any missing H1 or meta tags, or 404 errors. Next up we'll talk about NAP, which stands for Name, Address, Phone Number. NAP, or Name, Address, Phone Number citations are places on the web where three pieces of information about your business appear, which is, your business name, your business address, and your business phone number. Google crawls these NAP mentions when it gauges your local search ranking, and they are hugely important to your local SEO ranking factor. To score highly with this factor, you must make sure your NAP info appears on as many reputable websites as possible and is accurate for every site it appears on. NAP citations are so important to Google that mismatched NAP data contributes to 41% of all ranking issues. Only real, physical location data counts when it comes to Google's assessment of NAP, not PO boxes or virtual offices. Make sure your NAP data is displaying on all the important local business sites such as Yelp and TripAdvisor. You can do this by claiming a profile there and filling out your information, so your NAP data will be accessible to Google when it crawls the relevant sections of the site. Don't just stop there though, get your NAP data listed on as many high authority places as you can. The more places it appears, the more authority Google will assign to your business, and the better your local search ranking will be. Google checks all your NAP mentions them to assess your brand's location and to make sure your business information is accurate. If Google sees a lot of correct NAP citations for your brand, they will give your business more priority in search, as you will appear to be who and where you say you are. NAP citations can be tricky to build up and create, but there are some useful tools that will help make the job easier, as well as some strategies you can adopt to achieve more NAP mentions. Here's a pro tip which will tell you an easy way to review your NAP citations. Tools like Logonix help you find out where your NAP data appears online, making it easier to see how many citations you have, and where your information is listed correctly. If you've not done this before but have had a business for a while, you'll likely find you have a lot of incorrect listings. Identify all the places where you have outdated or incorrect NAP data, and make sure you update each one if you can. You'll be able to change your own NAP information easily on sites like Yelp, but if you've been mentioned on a local community page by someone else, you'll have to contact the owner of the page and ask them to update your info. Tools like Yext make updating your NAP data a whole lot simpler, by automating the process, so you don't have to manually re-enter your NAP information on every single site. As Yext is integrated with hundreds of sites, you can enter your NAP data once and let Yext update it on all sites it appears on. Here's another pro tip for you. Try to get more local citations and links. To build up NAP citations on relevant local sites, use Ahrefs Link Intersect tool to enter the URLs of several local brands and generate a report which shows you what sites are linking to them. You don't have to search brands in your niche, any local brands will work, as all you're trying to do is find sites that reach out to your community. Look through these results to find websites with citation opportunities, where you can display your NAP data. Typical sites include local community pages, the Chamber of Commerce where many local businesses are listed, and local news or reviews sites. Other sites could be suppliers or producers, local figures, or bloggers. Some of these sites might also let you feature your link too. Once you have drawn up a list of sites where you can feature your NAP, follow up by reaching out and asking if they'd consider listing your business's NAP data. Here's a rookie mistake you need to avoid. Never post your NAP data as an image, including on your own website. Though it might look attractive, search engines won't be able to crawl it and you'll miss an opportunity to rank. When you include your NAP data on your site, make sure it's on the header or footer of every page too. Let's talk about behavioral signals. When it comes to local search ranking factors, behavioral signals refer to the data Google collects about the interactions people have with your local brand. Though it may be hard to define exactly what behavioral signals impact your local search ranking, they are a vital part of the SEO puzzle, if you want to rise to the very top. It's estimated that having the right behavioral signals contributes an 11% boost to your overall local search position. Behavioral signals, like the number of check-ins to your business, now play more and more of a role in Google's local search ranking. This is because Google has one of the largest user data collections in the world, and it's using this data to build an improved, more realistic model of local search, by examining a more accurate picture of brands and searchers, including their offline behavior. Many local search experts believe Google is increasing the importance of behavioral signals to its search engine placement, as it creates a more precise picture of brands, based on data collected from real-world activity, rather than web pages and text. It can be tricky to identify every single behavioral signal that truly matters to Google's local search rankings. Even among search professionals, there is much debate about which meaningfully impacts your score. Despite this, there are some generally agreed upon signals that are widely believed to impact your local search position. By learning what these are, and how you can optimize them, where possible, you can improve and enhance your local search score. First off, we have search location. Google attributes a higher score to businesses closest to a searcher's location. It also applies a relevancy radius to every local business, and this varies in size, depending on sector. Brands like coffee shops and restaurants have a tighter radius, as there is more competition, and so they typically serve a smaller area. A tennis court or cycling park would have a much larger radius, particularly if it's the only one of its kind around for several miles. If your brand location falls outside the relevancy radius Google assigns you, you will find it more difficult to be discovered with Google search. So what can you do to improve it? There's not much you can do to improve this factor if you already have a location, and don't or can't move. But if you're thinking of starting a new business, or moving to a new location, Google's relevancy radius may be a factor you might want to check and consider. Second thing is branded search volume. The number of times people in or near a location search for your brand name is one of the most important behavioral markers for Google when it comes to local search. Businesses that pay attention to both offline and online marketing strategies and keep them consistent usually fare better in branded search, as many branded searches are performed by people who have first heard of you by word of mouth or offline advertising. Because of this, your branded search volume provides Google with an excellent snapshot of how popular your business is in the real world. So what can you do to improve it? To increase your branded search score, you need to first increase your business's offline visibility so people hear about you and then get online to find out more. Hosting special community events, or nights, putting up posters, or sending direct mail flyers could all encourage local searches for your brand. The best strategy is to create great products and services that people will love, so they tell others and spread the word about your brand. You can also help get the message out by letting people trial your products or sample your service for free, and can hand out samples in your local high street or location, or pass out discount cards or flyers. Next up, we have click-through rate. Your click-through rate, or CTR, refers to the number of times people have clicked on your listing or link to be taken to your website or page. Google hasn't given away any specifics about this ranking factor, and there's been a lot of debate about how much it affects your local search score. Evidence from respected search engine experts such as Rand Fisher from Moz.com demonstrates it does have impact though. When it comes to local search, Google sees click-through rate as an indication that searchers in a specific location see your business as relevant. So how can you improve your CTR? To boost your organic click-through rate for local search, you need to make sure you have area-specific title and tags, and appealing, relevant meta description on your web pages. Getting a significant number of positive Google My Business reviews will also help, as more people will click through to visit your business page if they see other people rate your brand highly. Fourth is personalization. Thanks to Google services, many of us are always signed into our accounts on every device we own, and the behavioral data we generate is being collected and analyzed by Google. Google Tracking collects a whole lot of information, including the websites we've visited and interacted with, our locations, and invoices sent from brands to our Gmail accounts. Whenever we make a local search, Google takes this information into account before it returns the results. Brands we've previously interacted with online, nearby businesses, and businesses we've purchased from, all get priority in the tailored search results we see. So how can you improve this aspect? Every searcher sees a different result, so you need to concentrate on getting as many people as possible to look up your brand. Focus on engaging with your customers, so they regularly visit your page, and encourage them to spread the word to friends and family, so you attract more area-specific visits, and generate data that Google will use to inform future search results. Next up, we have knowledge panel interactions. Knowledge panels are displayed in Google search results whenever users look up people, places, information, or things. They give searchers a brief overview of a topic, usually by outlining the most important essential information, and can include contact details. Google automatically creates knowledge panels, using information drawn from several different sources around the web, including your Google My Business profile. When local users search, Google now displays a higher percentage of knowledge panel results, which has resulted in a lower number of click-throughs to branded websites, under 50% currently. The actions local searchers perform within these knowledge panels give a serious boost to your brand in Google's eyes, as the company views them as a more serious indication of interest in your brand than a website visit. If you have filled out the contact number option on your Google My Business profile, it will appear as a clickable icon in search, within your business's knowledge panel box. This gives mobile searchers the option to call you via the knowledge panel using Google's mobile click-to-call option, to request driving directions, or click to book. When they do, Google collects this data and counts it as an endorsement of your business from searchers in that location. The most important knowledge interaction is when people request driving directions, as this shows Google they have a serious intention to visit that location. Google will evaluate the number of people from geographic locales who make knowledge panel requests for your business. The information Google collects will go towards assessing your brand location relevancy, which affects where you rank when users make a local search. Here's what you can do to improve it. To ensure as many people as possible make knowledge panel interactions with your brand, ensure all your online information is filled out, particularly the information in your Google My Business profile. This will ensure Google has plenty to work with when it creates the knowledge panel results people see. You can also offer people the option to book online if possible, as this option will be displayed in the knowledge panel, if your business offers it. Sixth is the visits to your offline location. Due to Android and iOS user tracking through Google Maps, as well as Google's online search and click-through tracking, the brand now has an almost total picture of both our online and offline behavior. Google collects location data on all users who have Google Maps installed, whether they've searched for a business or not. If they visit a brand offline, they will be counted in the stats that show up in the Popular Times section on the Knowledge panel. Google also collects data on the length of time people stay at your location, as well as whether there are more or less people checked into your location than usual. Google can track many people using Google Location Services, installed on most Android phones. If the option is not disabled and someone visits your Google My Business listed business, their visit to you will be counted by Google. Google also offers people the opportunity to mark places that are important to them, through its Labeled Places feature. If, for example, if you're a local hairdresser, and someone tells Google you are one of their important places, Google can track them whenever they visit that location, providing their location tracking has not been switched off. Google offers up all this data to its advertisers, so they can assess whether online advertising leads to real-life visits. Most experts believe it is highly likely that Google also uses this information for its local search algorithm to assess a local business's popularity and relevance. Here's how you can improve it. To improve this factor, you should try and encourage as many people to visit your real-world business location as possible. Incentivize people to come to your offline location with special sales, discounts, events, and appealing marketing. Try sharing enticing snapshots of your business on your social media feeds and website and show people footage and images of your location. You could also offer a gift or discount to real-world customers, so that if people come to you to purchase, instead of buying from you online, they get rewarded. And lastly, we have offline transactions. Google collects data on the purchases people make offline and online, through mobile payments like Apple Pay. Due to its recent partnership with several major credit card companies, it also now tracks 70% of all purchases made with a credit card. Though there is no exact data, the number of mobile payment and credit card transactions your business receives is highly likely to impact the way Google views the popularity of your local business. This will impact on how Google positions you in local search, as it is considered an extremely high-quality, personalized signal, and is the ultimate endorsement of your brand. Though it likely only plays a small part, the importance of these personalized transactions will increase over time, as more people pay through their smartphones, and Google expands its tracking to monitor more transactions. So how can you improve it? If you can boost this signal, you likely already have a thriving brand, as it means plenty of people are buying from you. The only thing you can do here is ensure you create a strong business, using a combination of solid products and services, fair prices, and an effective marketing strategy. This is ultimately what will encourage as many people as possible to make a purchase with your brand. So, spend time on nurturing customer relationships to retain custom, as well as reaching out to win more. And of course, you must optimize both your local and general SEO approach, to make sure your business details are easily discoverable in the first place. Let's talk about link building now. Inbound links are hugely helpful if you're trying to improve your local search ranking, as each one tells Google you're a trusted local business. They can also help to boost your domain authority, so you should persist and attempt to obtain as many as you can, as they will help you to raise your local search ranking with Google. If you're struggling to win more inbound links, there are some things you can do to improve your chances. Here are the 5 best ways to win more inbound links, so you can rise to the top of local search results. Here are top 5 places to get more inbound links. Number 1, ask people you already know. Sit down and make a list of everyone you have a working relationship with, from your suppliers to neighboring businesses in your area. Once you've done this, go to their website and look for pages where they could link to you, or where they already have other links listed from local or relevant companies. You might look for pages where they have listed local resources, or supplier pages where they post the URL of brands who manufacture certain products. After you've done this, get in touch by reaching out with a short, polite email, to politely ask them if they would post a link to you on their website in the relevant place you've identified. It's easier to do this with people you know, as you'll have a relationship with them. Don't skip suggesting where they can post your link, as you'll be more likely to get a yes, if you make it easier for them. Here's a short sample email template you could adapt and use to get more inbound links. Dear whatever your contact's name is. I'm Mr. X from Company Y, specializing in product B, based in your location. As you're serving the list your location here community like us too, I'm reaching out to ask if you would consider listing my business on your website. My link information is this and will direct people to the main page of my business website, where they can shop, browse, book, etc. The link text should be this. Of course, I'd be happy to post a well-placed link back to your site on my own website page to give you some reciprocal promotion. If you'd like me to list your business, please send me the link data you'd like me to post. If you need any other information from me, please get in touch at my mail. Thanks so much for considering my request. After that, insert your name. Insert your job title. Lastly, insert your website address. Number 2 is the Chamber of Commerce. Don't forget your local Chamber of Commerce, as this is a great way to get your link on a high authority website. It's easy to do if you have a real-world location, although you will have to sign up for membership. The steps you need to take vary, as they depend on each chamber, and some do require annual fees. It's worth doing what you need to do to become a member of your Chamber of Commerce, as along with a link for your local brand you nearly always receive an app citation to. Google sees Chamber of Commerce inbound links and citations as extremely relevant, as they're a high authority, trusted site. Third, you can sponsor a local event. If you act as a sponsor for a local event, you'll nearly always wind up with a link on the event website and will often be able to list your NAP information too. If it's a regular, long-time, or established event, even better, as this means the website your data appears on will have more authority in the eyes of Google. Fourth is the local news website. Local papers and community news sites always need fresh, relevant content. If you have a local brand, they are a great way of getting inbound links from a trusted source. Do you have anything new going on with your brand? When you do, you should pitch it to your local newspaper, whether you are reopening after a revamp, or hosting a special event. Make sure you inform people a few days ahead of the event and take time to craft a short but compelling press release that lets reporters know what's going on, and why it's relevant to the local community. If your local newspaper does want to run a story on your business or mention your brand, always ensure they have your URL, so you can get that all-important inbound link. Lastly, we have guest blogging. Engage with online members of your local community who have a blog or website and build up a relationship. Once you've created some trust, politely ask if they'd consider offering you a guest blogging spot. Make sure you have a couple of article ideas ready to pitch, and offer them a spot in return, if you have a blog. Achieving a guest blog spot is much easier to do, if you've taken some time to reach out and chat to people first, so communicate with local businesses on social media, and in the comments of their blog, to create a rapport. Being actively engaged also helps cement you in people's minds as a relevant local authority figure. Post local news, network on local sites, and provide useful resources and links, and people will soon start seeing you as a valuable member of the local community. Here's a bonus tip to get more inbound links: use BuzzStream to identify local influencers. If you're finding it difficult to get relevant backlinks, and you're prepared to pay a small monthly fee, BuzzStream can help you quickly identify and connect with influential local online figures. It lets you search for local influencers, then contact and track them from one place, plus it generates reports on your outreach campaigns, so you can keep on top of your link placement. Another bonus tip to get more inbound links is you should do personal outreach to local influencers. If you have a local business, draw up a list of local figures who might be happy to come and pay you a visit. You can then contact them via Instagram, Twitter, or Facebook, asking them if they will come down. You don't have to offer cash, but make sure you are polite, explain why their visit would be relevant, and offer them an incentive to visit you. You could offer them a free lunch, free hairstyle, or promotion on your social media, if you have a big following. If they agree to pay you a visit, make sure you take lots of images and even video, which you can then share on your social media. Remember to tag in the influencer too, so they can also repost and share, with their own following. We'll be talking about social media next. Social signals like shares and follows don't have a direct impact on your local search score, but that doesn't mean you shouldn't engage, as social media is still important to local search for a couple of other reasons. Viral social posts that pick up a lot of traction may make more of a direct impact on your local search rank than other posts, though this largely is because when you go viral, you tend to get mentioned quickly on other local sites. The main thing you need to ensure you do is optimize your social profiles, as this data is what Google assesses your social presence for. When it comes to local search, social media is a crucial piece of the puzzle when it comes to getting name, address, phone number, NAP citations, as every mention of your NAP data is ranked by Google. This includes NAP citations found on your Facebook business page and LinkedIn profile, as well as on other social profiles. Sign up for as many online social business profiles as possible, to give you as many possible chances to include your name, address, phone number, NAP, data and URL in your bio, as well as anywhere else relevant. Try to sign up for Facebook business page, Twitter, Instagram, and LinkedIn, and Pinterest even if it is just to list your name, address, phone number, NAP information. If you don't have the time to post regularly to every social channel you've signed up for, pin a post to the top of your profile, to let people know where to find you and where you're more active. The best strategy for posting content is to focus on 1 or 2 social media profiles, so you can post regularly and often. Facebook and Instagram will be the most important to concentrate on, but if you have to pick just one, make it Facebook. Keeping social channels current doesn't have to involve making a huge extra effort. If you have a food business, for example, you could create appealing galleries showing your food offers and then create engagement ads to push posts to people who live within a 3-mile radius of your local business. This can be a powerful way to reel in more customers, and we explain how to use this technique in detail in our Facebook ads courses. Even if social media doesn't impact your local search position directly, it will help you build your following. This will indirectly win you more mentions on local websites. Your main goals with social media for local search are to engage with potential customers, build trust in the local community, and network with other local businesses and influencers. Do this and you will organically win more mentions and citations on local sites, including on local news sites. The more mentions your brand gets, the higher your local search score will rise. You'll also maximize your reach and attract more local interest, which will indirectly improve your local search position. The other way your social media will help boost your local search rank is when other people link to it, as the links you've added to your social profiles add to your website's authority in search, although this will only give you a small boost. So let's talk about Google My Business now. If you're a local brand, having a Google My Business profile is not optional if you want to rank highly in local search. According to Moz.com's local search ranking factor study, your Google My Business profile is #1 factor when it comes to ranking in Google's Map Pack. It's not enough just to have a listing, every section of your profile should be filled out and you should try to gather as many reviews as you can. You need to post content regularly to your profile and share relevant news and updates about your brand. One of the best ways of creating content for your Google My Business profile is by posting images that show off your brand and its location. You can create inspiring galleries that feature your menu, dishes, or products, show off your team members, and give potential customers a peek behind the scenes at your business. Your Google My Business profile is also important as it displays whenever users search on Google Maps for local nearby brands. When you consider how many people look up the location of a local business on Google Maps, you can see why you must ensure your Google My Business profile is properly optimized. Here are 2 top tips for optimizing your Google My Business profile. First is keeping all your info consistent. Google scores you on this, and your score affects how you rank, so make sure the details you put into your Google My Business profile lines up with the information on your website. Your info should also match any NAP citations you have on other websites. Make sure your business's address is spelled the same way everywhere, as Google finds it confusing when different versions or abbreviations of your address or name appear. Second is filling in everything. You get points for every section of your profile you complete, so make sure everything is filled out. Don't forget to enter details into the category selection section as well, including secondary categories. Secondary categories affect the keywords and search terms your business can rank for, but a lot of people make the mistake of leaving them out. Fill out the services and products section too, to let Google know what you do, and what you have to offer. In this course, we'll be taking a deep dive into Google My Business, and we'll be showing you how to optimize and enhance your profile for best local search performance. It's one of the most important things you can do to improve your business's local search position, and with our animated guides and over-the-shoulder explainer videos, you'll have everything you need to improve this local search factor, so you can boost your SERP score. What about other online profiles? As well as Google My Business, you also need to claim and optimize several other important online profiles, as these will often be displayed first in local search results. The top 3 profiles you need to make sure are optimized for your local business are TripAdvisor, Yelp, and Facebook business page. You should also ensure you are on any key local review sites, so when people search locally, you will appear. To find out the local review sites you should be appearing on, try searching for target location reviews or your niche plus target location reviews. You don't have to post to them regularly, but sign up for profiles on social media sites like Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, Pinterest, and TikTok, so you can post your name, address, phone number, NAP, data, which Google can then crawl. This will be counted as part of your name, address, phone number, NAP citations, so even if you never post to most of the profiles, it's still worth doing. Make sure your location features in your bio and add live links where possible. All the content you post to your social media channels should be in the same voice and style, to ensure brand consistency, including your graphics. You can also incorporate relevant hashtags that include your location on Twitter and Instagram. Try searching trending topics using your local area, or add your location onto your hashtag, such as hashtag branding Bradford or hashtag Sussex Air. Google now considers the NAP mentions in the profiles you have on social media when it analyzes your local search score, so it's vital to claim as many online profiles as possible. Always include this name, address, phone number data, as each mention counts as a citation, including mentions on social sites like your Facebook business page. Remember, the more local sites you can appear on as a local business, the more chances you will appear in search results, and the more chances you will have of people discovering your brand. Next up, we have reviews. Did you know that research has discovered 81% of potential customers read reviews and look at business ratings? Online reviews can make or break your business, especially if you are a local brand, and research has shown consumers to turn away and look elsewhere if you have negative reviews, or not many reviews. On the other hand, if you get lots of positive reviews, this has a positive effect on consumer trust. It's also a good idea to respond to both positive and negative reviews, as researchers at Moz.com discovered this can help build trust and show engagement. Replying to a negative review might sound contradictory, as you don't want to appear you are arguing with customers who didn't have a good experience with your brand. If you take an apologetic and concerned approach, or even offer a solution though, it can take the sting out of the negative feedback. This will demonstrate to other people that you care and want to make things right. Here are 3 top tips for getting more reviews. First is asking. At the end of all relevant online content, ask your customers and visitors to leave you a great review, if they've interacted with your local business and haven't already commented. If you have a database of customer email addresses, you can cross-reference these with visits to your establishment, and send out automatic emails, asking people for their feedback. Make sure you ask customers to consider leaving a review when they are in your location, and tell your staff members to remind customers to do this. In this course, you'll be learning an ultra-efficient way to get reviews on TripAdvisor, by ordering official TripAdvisor cards that ask people for an online review of your brand, which you can hand out to your real-world customers. Second is offering an incentive. Obviously, you can't, and should never try to bribe customers to leave you good feedback, but you can encourage them to comment on their experience with your brand. To do this, you could run a competition, where everyone that posts a screenshot of their review gets entered, or you ask people to email you with a link to their review, in exchange for a discount off their next purchase. And last is making it simple. People won't leave you a review if they don't know how or where to give their feedback, so tell them exactly where you want them to go. If you're talking to them online, in an email or on social media, you can include a direct link they can click to leave you a review. You can do this for your Google My Business reviews by logging into your GMB account and generating a short link, which you can pass on to your customers. If you are trying to get offline customers to get online and leave you a review, consider handing out cards with your review URL, or ask them for their email and then send them a review request later. Here's a quick guide to blogging for local SEO. Blogging is a crucial way to give a big boost to your search engine rankings, but there are some guidelines you should follow if you're using it to enhance your local SEO approach. First is to post local content. Blog about topics that are relevant to your local audience, especially local things that have a relevancy to your niche sector. To help generate content ideas, keep up with local and community news, and think of ways to spin it to relate back to your brand. These might not always be obvious, but by using a bit of creativity, you can find fresh angles from which to generate blogs. For example, if you hear that your area is coming out of or going into lockdown and you run a cleaning business, you could run an article talking about the importance of hygiene in the COVID-19 era. You can also interview local figures to get their take on your brand or ask relevant local experts for their insight and opinion, then feature them on your website. Don't forget to take plenty of pictures and videos too, as you can post short clips and images to Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, or TikTok, or longer videos to YouTube. Second is to host your blog on your website. To get the biggest benefits from SEO, you should host your blog on your own website or domain, not on a third-party hosting service. As well as the obvious benefit of having your own web address, which looks much more professional than having a free URL, hosting your own blog boosts your Google rankings, as the keywords and links in your content factor into Google's analysis of your site. When Google assesses your site to see how relevant your brand is to local searchers, it looks at factors like your link authority, content relevance, and keyword relevancy when it decides how to position you in search. By having your own blog, you'll up your website's chances of appearing higher. This is because when you post backlinks, and include keywords in your blog content, these will be factored into your site's overall SEO score. Third is to include your location in your posts. You should include your local city and neighborhood in your content as much as you can, as well as any unofficial names or nicknames for your area. Not everyone uses the same name to search for your location, so cover all bases by incorporating all versions into your content. You can also include nearby towns or cities, as some people will travel to you, if your brand appeals, or you offer a unique service. Next is creating fresh content. When you're running a local business, often you'll have different pages that basically say the same thing, just so you can rank for several locations. If you are doing this, you must make sure every page is unique, otherwise you'll end up with a poor Google score for having duplicate content. Take the time to revise versions of your articles and website landing page copy, so that each one differs. Using this technique, you can even reach out to places you aren't physically based in and rank for them in organic search results. This could be useful if you also have an online business, where customers can order products from you. It could also help you reach out to more customers, who will make the trip to your location. Remember, you won't be able to rank in the map pack for places where your business isn't located, as you need a Google My Business profile for that. If you're struggling for local content ideas, consider showcasing customer testimonials, happy experiences, or success stories. Feature special events or profile a typical day or night at your location. Always include relevant images with every blog you post, preferably multiple images, as this will help break up text blocks and add interest. Lastly, don't forget keywords. Every new blog you post is an opportunity to get discovered in local search, so make the most out of every single article. Just like with the rest of your website copy, you need to optimize your blog header, URL, title tags, and meta tags for local search, as well as your subheaders and body copy. Here's a bonus tip for local SEO. Your offline activity can boost your online ranking. Although most of your local SEO approach will be conducted on the web, you shouldn't forget to reach out in real life too, as this can help boost your online score. Ask your customers or visitors for reviews, build relationships with nearby brands, suppliers, and distributors, and get for their contact and website details, so you can link up online. Let all your customers know that you're online by including your website and social media details on your offline promotional material, and encourage people to interact with your brand on the web. To encourage offline customers and visitors to interact with you online, you could run special online competitions and events, which you promote at your physical location. You can also promote your website and other online contact details on your printed point of sale, POS, material, like invoices and receipts. Don't forget to hand out business cards to all your offline customers and clients that feature your online information too. So that has been all. Thanks for watching. Keep watching for more great content on local search, including specific guides and deep dives into every essential aspect. By watching, learning, and then applying our pro tips and insider techniques, you'll discover you can give a big boost to your local search score. Remember to keep us updated on your progress, as you start incorporating our advice into your local SEO approach. We love to hear from our students, and our passion is to continue to create more great content, so you can perfect your online marketing and SEO skills. If you've enjoyed this guide to the foundations of local SEO, we'd love it if you'd be our hero and leave us a positive review. We read every single one of our reviews and want to hear how our content has helped you learn, so please consider leaving us feedback, if you appreciate what we do. Thanks so much for watching.
My dear student, I would love also shortly to explain you how does work the review system on Udemy. The review system is very important for Udemy, for all students, and also for us. So if you will support us with honest review, we will be extremely grateful for you. But you might have different expectations and you need more time to decide about your review. So please take your time, and it's completely fine if you will be waiting with the review. On the other hand, if you will support us with review, we will be very grateful to you.
Хотите бесплатно качать дорогостоящее обучение? В Телеграме появился Robinhood, который грабит инфобизнесменов и сливает их курсы по самым различным направлениям. Более 80 тысяч курсов на форуме sv.band. Вступайте в шервудскую банду прямо сейчас и получайте знания бесплатно на канале Sherwood.